before. Au revoir, go. Alpha Dom, Mbano, the camp from Orabu Fulani, the camp run away. She's a terrorist. Slow, Wambo, blessing, honor in Ikoro, and every other person in the anonymous section. We say welcome to BRGIE Space. We also welcome the spies from Musa, because the title is here. So Musa has released his boys, the media boys, to come and listen to BRGIE Space. Don't worry, we will help you and educate you to know that you are an idiot. Yes, because our leaders say if you still believe that you are a Nigerian, that you are an idiot. You better run away from Musa, because Musa will kill all of you in that country. Welcome, my people. And we also welcome our international listeners. So welcome to BRGIE Space. This is where it is happening. Here we release verified information. We don't do propaganda in BRGIE Space. We tell you as it is. Thank you so much for coming around. Biafran, we really appreciate you. And I'll need a second co-host. You saw what happened a few days ago with Hardcore. Two of us, we were kicked out. Both the host and the co-host, we were kicked out. So there was no way he could have restarted his phone. So I need a backup, please. Thank you so much. Yes. We are here once again in BRGIE Space. We already know our housekeeping, but we still have to remind some people here who may be joining our space for the first time that we respect people here. We don't use age to determine anybody's voice to determine anybody's age. We respect everyone. So do not interject when someone is talking. The person has made any important point, please put it down. Just write it down and you can start your submission with that. Okay? Okay, hold on. I should give you co-host. Hold on.
Go ahead, Mama.
I should send
Mama,
co-host.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it now. Yeah, so please don't interject anyone. Let the space move on smoothly. Please share the space. We are not going to stay for a longer time because our information minister have a program and we all have to move from here and join him. So please share the space. It is free to share. I will guide you again in case you don't know how to share. The first one is the speaker. Mine is on, so it is showing a purple sign. After that, you see Choma Okama and Imam Madabu holding themselves there. Those two heads, they are the two of them. And then after that, you see the heart of love with a plus attached to it. Leave that one. You can only use that one when you want to show me love. Once you click there, you see other emojis to thumb up, to thumb down, to show whatever you want. It is there. Now leave that one. Go to the shared one, the one next to the love. Once you press it, follow me. I've pressed now. Bagam. You have 4 options to share. The first one is share via post. Just learn that one first. So I am clicking that one now. It has taken me. You see tutors live. BRGIE. Musa is crying because he has been defeated in Biafraland by our BDF. You will not see it fully written. And then the next one you see will be join. Yes, I am in the space. So what do? Just click. You see 2 things, draft and post. Just click the post. Bam. Kalas. As simple as ABC. If you don't know how to share the space, please notify me. I will guide you again because we want everybody to know how to share the space. Thank you so very much. Yeah, for those of you that may be wondering, why is it that these 2 days we start space by this time? Yes, it is for a purpose, and I'm standing on the same information from my information minister to remind each and every one of us that we are all media warriors. So in the morning time from 7 a.m. Biafra time till 3 p.m. Biafra time, we have to engage in serious media war. We have to now learn how to tweet. Go to all your handles. You see BRGIE. If you are confused in what to tweet, go to Information Minister handle, retweet what he has tweeted, copy the link. I think when he is on live video again today, he will teach us again. Just click that share button. There are so many options there. It will be good in visuals. So you can also click GIV, give. GIV is when you want to make a new post. Now just click GIV. We have very good IT people that are, they have added the emoji of even BRGIE Media. You see the emoji of our APM. Yes, so another emoji of our APM laughing. That picture you saw in Finland 2022. If you click GIV, just write Ogechukwu, you will see our APM. The very first one will be our APM laughing with our PM. If you like that one, use that one. Click. What can you say about that one? Oh my goodness me. You are going to tell the world how effective BRGIE is. Anything you know APM has done that you love, say it. Promote BRGIE Day. You see? Promote BRGIE Day. And it's not only about posting. Very importantly, you have to tag, because if you just post like that, ordinary PM or APM, you say, oh, he has been the one going to Washington DC. He has been giving us positive outcome from diplomatic engagement and all that. It does not. If you just do like that, it doesn't go anywhere. So you must find who to tag. At POTUS is capital letter. Tag people. You see, you must tag people. That is when the post will really, really make sense. Find them. CNN, you can tag them. Our information minister, I believe maybe he is here or he will listen later. He can also add that when he will be sharing the visual meeting this night, because we want everybody. We are all media warriors. Okay, so make sure you tag. Don't just write an ordinary message and post. And if you also click that GIF, sorry, once you write Biafra, before you even say Biafra flag, you will see our flag that is not tired of flying. Oh, what is that flag to you? Are you going to tell the world that Biafraland is still bleeding? Whatever you want to write in your own capacity, write it and tag people. Tag them so that your post will really, really go far. It's as simple as that. You see? So that is why our information minister said our spaces must start by 3 p.m. Biafra time. So nobody should feel bad. Nothing has happened. That is just the instruction. And that was why yesterday you saw Madam P started few minutes after that time. Yes, not that we are tired. No, it's not. We are following the principles. We are following the rules of engagement right now, because the template, we also have to upgrade as the enemies are also upgrading. Yes, our tweet should be there from morning till afternoon. Sharp 3 p.m. bagam space to start. So don't be worried. Nothing has happened. We are not tired. We can never be tired. The battle is just starting. Again, we are not tired. So I hope everybody have understood why our spaces are starting by this time. Okay. Now, every other thing we know. Our topic today says Musa is crying because he has been defeated in Biafraland by our Biafra Defense Forces. Yes, that is what is happening to Musa. So we are not here to talk about his tears. We are here to analyze the public complaint of this top terrorist military man called Musa. You see? Because when a general at his own rank stop boasting of victories and then start lamenting problems, that is a sign of failure. It is a sign that his war plans have hit a dead end. And who is giving him this dead end is our BDF. So today we are going to examine something that should concern every full Nigerians day, not us, because we are not part of them anymore. Who still believes in their terrorist government? We pity them, because when the person responsible for their national security cannot even maintain a consistent narrative, you see, he's jumping from this to that. You see, about the state of that security, what do you have to call that kind of person? I will help him this night, and all of us here will help Musa
You are
and
the
push him
Nigerian chief
where
of
Musa
the police
belongs.
staff and you are a
We are here to
terrorist.
tell the world
Yes,
that
he
Musa
has been
is crying
making
again, and
numerous
something is
public
making Musa
statements
to cry.
recently about this
So,
situation.
terrorist Christopher
But
Musa,
here is what
your
is
boys
even
are here
troubling you. His
listening.
statement contradicts
You
each
are the
time
Nigerian
this
chief
man open
of
mouth to
defense
them.
staff, and you are
Terrorist
a
contradicts
terrorist.
himself.
Yes,
You see,
he has been
and it
making
seems
numerous
desire
public
more for
statements
public
recently about
relations than
insecurity.
actual security
But here is
solution.
what is
He
even
just want
troubling you.
people
His
to know
statement
that he is,
contradicts each
we
time
don't
this,
change my
this man
position,
open
don't
mouth to
demote me,
talk.
I am
He
here.
always
And I
contradicts
also
himself.
let us know
You
that
see,
one
and
of
it
his
seems,
stupid Nigerian
design
has
more
come out.
for public
I will be
relations than
saying his name
actual
before I
security
even reach
solution.
there. So
He just
his
want people to
frustration
know
is
that
not
he is
born
there.
out of
They
strength but
don't
out
change
of
my
weakness.
position. Don't
He
demote
is
me. I
so
am
weak.
here. And I
His
also
public
let us know
cries are
that
not the cry
one
of
of
a man
his
that is
stupid
still in
Nigerian has
control.
come out. His name is there
But of a
before
commander
I
who
even
has
reach
run
there.
out of
So his
options.
frustration is
So,
not born out
and
of
the
strength
reason
but
for
out
this
of
defeat
weaknesses. Yes, he's so weak
is because of the
because his
resilience
public
of
cries
our
are not the
BDF.
sound of a man that
The
is still in
strategy our
control.
BDF are using to
But
ridicule
of a
all other
commander who
eyes
has
are
run
under him.
out
Just
of
very well, he
options.
just want this man
So,
using his
and the reason for this
overthrow
defeat
submarine and all that.
is because
Our
of the
BDF has
resilience from our
refused
BDF.
to break
The
down
strategy
and
our
they are still
BDF are using.
firm.
Yes, BDF, all other arms are
And we
under
can
with
see
just
over
one
the
word,
past week,
just
Musa
one
has
term I'm
made
using it. So
several
it
significant
covers those in
statements
marine and
that
all that.
deserve our attention,
See,
and that is why
our
we have
BDF
ordered
has
him to
refused
finish him.
to break
You
down,
see, and he
and they are
started
still
blaming
standing
as usual
gidigba to
because our
protect
PM
our
is not here
people.
for him to
Because we can see over the
somebody
past week,
just come
Musa
and
has made
tell him
several
he the
significant
right
statements
insecurity to
that deserve our attention, and that
election
is why we have
while we are
gathered
still
here
in
to finish him.
2025. So
You
if he
see,
started
and he
now to
started
blame
blaming
me for
as
the
usual
election of
because our PM is
2022,
not here for
my
him to
people, what
blame.
will
You
happen
saw
at
when
that
he
time?
just jumped and started
We
linking
have seen how he
the rising
responds when
insecurity to
the AI
2027
to fight
election
terrorism
while we are still in
and
2025.
highlighted
So
what's
if
going
he's
on within
starting now
Nigerian
to
legal
blame it
system,
on
we
election
see
of
that we are really
2027, so my people, what will
those
happen
that
by that
committed
time?
crime. You
Eh?
see,
We
but
have seen how he has called
so
for investment
today,
in
I
AI
think
to fight
the
terrorism.
clip that I
And
have
highlighted frustration within Nigerian legal system, where he said that they are releasing those that committed crime.
that
You
is
see,
their
we are coming. So today,
first
I think I will play
when
some of the clip that I have
today is
about this Musa.
today
So
Ajibade has
Nigerians can trust what their top military officer is telling them. That is their own problem. Yes,
that
because I am so happy that one of them has jumped out. Today is 29.
is
Tunde
in
Ajibade has
Nigerian
jumped out and
government.
say a gap in General
He
Musa
said why
Christopher
the
Musa
civilians
activism,
continue to
that
die.
the record shows
Civilians are dying in
incompetence.
Nigeria, but we give God
Musa
the
is
glory that our
incompetent in
BDF are
tackling
there.
the Nigerian
So,
worsening
operating
security
very
crisis.
clear.
He said while
Yes,
he
we give
fell,
that
civilians
counter
continue to
this
die.
terrorism with accountability,
Civilians are
justice,
dying in Nigeria,
and
but we
equity.
give
And
God the
that is
glory
why we
that
are
our
here.
BDF
So
are there
before
to
we hear
protect Biafra. So
Musa cries, we
alternative
must
is very, very
understand what
clear.
provoked Musa.
BRGIE and BDF are prepared to
And the only
counter
thing
this
that, sorry,
terrorism with
somebody took
accountability,
my hold on, please.
justice,
And
and
the
equity, and
only
that is
thing
why we
that
are
is
here.
provoking Musa
So
to
before
cry
we hear
is
Musa cries, we must understand
is
what
our
provoked Musa.
BDF
And
that are doing
and the only
amazingly
thing that,
great.
sorry,
You see,
somebody is
because
requesting
Musa did
my
not
hold
see
on,
this
please.
coming. He knew that
And
by the
the
time
only thing that is provoking Musa to cry is our BDF. Yes, it is our BDF that are doing amazingly great. You see, because Musa did not see this coming. He thought that by the time he will catch this one, catch that one, that everything will scatter and they will start from the scratch. He thought that by planting the people he thought
their
he has
strategy is
planted,
based on
that
three
he
pillars,
has won the
which I just
battle.
want to tell
But
you.
little did he know that
This has
we
made our
have
BDF to be
a
unbeatable.
formidable BDF that will
Unlike
never
Nigerian
stop to
army,
protect
you
our
see, that
people.
attack market
So
and health.
their strategy is based on three pillars,
Lives.
which I
Yes,
just
that
want
is
to
why
tell
we are
Musa
here.
in case he
Their
doesn't
lives
know.
and their
This has made
properties.
our
And
BDF
this
to
has
be
ended
unbeatable.
that support from our people.
Unlike
Once our
Nigerian
people
army,
see them,
you
they
see,
know
that
they
attack
are
market
very
and
happy
homes.
because
Our
they are
BDF
not
primary
afraid.
goal is to
So,
protect Biafran lives. Yes, that is why they are
impossible for
there,
the army,
their
whether
lives and their
intelligence,
properties.
that is
And this
protected
has
by
earned them
terrorists.
that support from our people. Once
An
our
army
people
without
see them,
drug
they
economy
jump at them,
is
they are
a
very happy
blind
because
army.
They are not afraid. So this makes it impossible for the army to gather intelligence. That is for Nigeria terrorists. You see? An army without a local intelligence is a blind army. That is what we are using, and we will continue to use this strength and, drive all these terrorists from our territory. And our strategy is, and which I will keep on clapping for our defense. Hey, the guerrilla tactic that we are using, because we know our terrain very, very well. We know our terrain. You see, because our BDF does not fight the army on its own terms, and we don't dictate for them how to fight, because they are a department on their own. They know the tactics that they use. They ambush these idiots, these terrorists, and they deal with them because they understand the terrain. That was when Musa said that some terrains are difficult for them to pass through, because they know. And the people are their eyes and ears. They also guide them with some information on how to do their job very, very well. So they are fighting for a cause, for homeland, for freedom, for survival as well. So this gives them gives them a result that they are poorly paid. You see, Nigerian terrorists are poorly paid, and since they are poorly paid, while our own people are fighting a freedom free of charge, they are fighting with all their minds. That is the moral I'm talking about. They are fighting with all their minds. They are volunteer freedom fighters, and that is why you cannot defeat them. While those that says that they are fighting for the Nigerian terrorist government, most of them are poorly paid, especially those our brothers that still want to die. We have already given them to Nigeria as a sacrificial lamb. Let them die there. Whereas those that are real terrorists in the army uniform are receiving salary 10 times higher than them. Let them stay there. Let them stay there. We don't have their time. So this is the iron wall that Musa have made. Yes, and it had been thrown against Musa, and that is why Musa jumped out recently and started crying in the social media. And as he was crying, he got consolation from a Shehu. Shehu gave him all the assurance that he needs. You see? So my people, there is a sound of defeat. I'm going to use directly Musa's word here, so that we understand what I'm talking about. There is a sound of defeat. Musa's own word. If I want to play the audio, there are some I'll play if time permits. Yeah. So let me just quote exactly what Musa said to show you that Musa have started lamenting. First thing he said, this was in 2024 April. He said, if your firing accuracy is below 30%. I am telling you how Musa have admitted that he's incompetent. To support what this brother, this Yoruba man, said this afternoon. What is his name? Tunji Ajebade. Yes. That before he even said it, that Musa on its own have already accepted incompetency. Yes, because he said, if your firing accuracy is below 30%, then you have a problem. You see, he said you are just giving your enemy your ammunition to fire back at you. This was Premium Times that reported it. So he admits his soldier cannot shoot. That is what it means. But why? That is what Musa openly accepted, that his soldiers cannot shoot because they are facing a force that doesn't stand in the open. They are facing an enemy that uses the land, which is our BDF, and the people. So the BDF tactics have rendered the Nigerian terrorist army training in the dark. So this is a direct admission of tactical defeat. That is why Musa jumped out and started crying. Musa, another lamentation, is there begging for AI. You see, we are also looking at investigating in artificial intelligence. That is the word of Musa. You see, and he continued, we must be ahead of the terrorists. We need to use technology to defeat them. Hey, this was a few days ago when he hosted a summit meeting on terrorism. Now, this is the cry of a desperate man, my people. You know,
cannot defeat them in the
when your infantry is defeated, you talk about science fiction, which is what Musa is talking about. He's talking about AI because the BDF ground game is too effective for this idiot. He cannot defeat them in the bush. So he dreams of defeating them in cyberspace. Can you imagine that? Hey, this is fantasy. An admission that his conventional tools have failed him. You know, Musa is playing for international help. Wait, because I had to put up some video or yeah. Let me see if I can extract them now.
the recruiter and founder of terrorism.
Anyway, I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. You see, because in that summit, it was his Oga Shetima, the head of terrorists, the recruiter and founder of terrorists, that was pressing Musa. He pressed Musa. Hold on.
Listen to this man,
the heart of Nigeria.
and you hear
Hold
how
on.
you praise.
I'm therefore deeply honored.
Let's listen to
Abuja,
this man,
the heart of Nigeria.
and you hear how he will praise.
Yes, this is the point I want you to hear. How he praised the woman that is representing them in the United Nations. That terrorist woman. He took time.
Representative of Nigeria to the United Nations.
Yes, this is the point I want you to hear. How he praised the woman that is representing them in the United Nations. That terrorist woman. He took time to appreciate her.
Representative of Nigeria to the United Nations. For Defense, Dr. Muhammad Bin Maradun. The former Minister of External Affairs, former permanent representative of Nigeria to the United Nations, Elder Statesman, Professor Ibrahim Agbola Gambari. The convener and chief host,
has recognized him.
the Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff,
You hear him?
They know very
General
well
Christopher
that Nigeria is
Musa.
a terrorist country.
When he called Musa, Musa nodded his head because his Oga has recognized him. And the people sitting down in this summit, they know very well that Nigeria is a terrorist country. Immediately he appreciated Musa. Musa nodded his head and was smiling. Yes, that is what Musa did. And that is why when I was asking, so what is the outcome of this their meeting that they held? BBC Pidgin came out and told us that at the end of this their summit, they now came up with a data that over 1,000 terrorist groups are in Africa. Yes, when you go to BBC News Pidgin, said over 1,000 insurgency groups for Africa only. And the question is, how many groups are there in Nigeria alone? When it is time for answer, I will need some answer towards that. You see, let's continue, please.
OFR, and other service chiefs and defense chiefs from African countries. All service chiefs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former chiefs of defense staff, and service chiefs present here.
Now, when he was addressing the people in this summit, they know what they are doing.
From this terrorist group.
The first part was just appreciating people. And my people, you remember that Mali purposely exonerated themselves from this terrorist group, Mali and Burkina Faso.
I have a way to keep them.
They dissociated themselves because they know. Because Burkina Faso is also fighting Fulani. And as they are fighting them, Nigeria is saying, give them to me. Musa is saying, give them to me. I have a way to keep them. When I keep them, I will demand for aid so that they can give me, and then I will buy uniform for them. I will give them the equipment that they need. And I know where to send them to. I need to send them to Biafraland. So Mali and Burkina Faso said no, they can never be a party to this.
Organizing this summit.
Because they know that Nigeria breeds terrorists. That Nigeria has become a safe haven for terrorists. So Musa now is trying to make himself relevant by organizing this summit. I don't want to keep on playing. You hear when Shetima said, yes, that he is the organizer of the event because what? Our BDF, they are dealing with Musa. So Musa now has jumped out begging for help.
That is what Musa said.
You see what he's doing? So he has jumped out begging for help, pleading for international help. Terrorism is a transnational trait. There is need for enhanced. That is what Musa said. Enhanced collaboration, intelligence sharing, and joint operations. Joint operations with who?
We will come to that.
Is it the one that they will go? There is a news, I have opened it, it has closed, that they went and bombed civilians in their own state in the disguise of their killing terrorists? Is it that one? We will come to that. So, and he now said, we must leverage on technology and cyber defense. You know, before he organized this summit, he had already gone to Channels Television to discuss with Shehu and the Tinubu terrorists also instructed this Musa that they should start producing their own local weapons because what our diplomatic engagement have blocked the channel for them to purchase weapons from the US because the US knows that they are terrorists, and when they get these weapons they will use it to kill Biafrans because the one they got before, they saw what they use it for. So now this is the most important lament of all. He is begging for help from international community. Yes, so he's admitting that Nigeria alone cannot handle a Biafra defense force. That is what Musa is doing. So he's asking other countries to bail him out. So this is not the language of a winning general at all. It is a language of a defeated terrorist commander seeking external salvation. Because the BDF has forced this terrorist Musa, defense staff of African full giant country, to go begging on international stage. That is what our BDF has done to Musa. So now our BDF will continue because our BDF, they are using precise guerrilla tactics for this. And Musa laments his soldiers 70% inaccurate rate. Our BDF effectively defend the land and the people. And Musa's reaction, what is he doing? He laments the need of AI. Hey, while our BDF completely defeat the Nigerian terrorist army on the ground, Musa is lamenting and begging for international joint operations and cyber defense. Do you see what is happening? Every single cry from Musa is a direct response to a specific success of our BDF. So his lamentations are in the public of his own failure. Yes, and people are laughing at him. So it's not only about us coming to this space to tell the world that this guy is incompetent. Even his Nigerians, his fellow Nigerians, are coming out now to say, Musa, stop crying. You are not able, you are not fit to fight terrorism because you are the founder of this terrorism. So he's not crying tears of water, he is crying tears of frustration. He's crying tears of frustration. That is what Musa is doing. Yes, my people. That is what Musa is doing. So my question now is that, is this a leadership or desperation? Yeah, because if before I even dive into the solution that he's trying to bring up for his fellow Nigeria, I just need to ask this hard question. This recent public statement of Musa, please, is it a sign of effective leadership or desperation? Please, I need helping hand. I need helping hand.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Or are there evidence of a military chief, terrorist chief, who is running out of options? Please, I need help. Are you people hearing me at all?
My question is, are these recent
Tutus, we can hear you.
Sorry, Tutus, can you repeat your question?
My question is,
Obviously,
are these recent public statements signs of effective leadership?
Of course,
Or are they evidence
Musa
of a
is
military terrorist
defeated
chief who is running out of
by
options?
people they refer to as DOC, which
Obviously,
is
is
the Southeasterners.
the latter question
You
you
see,
asked.
everything they are doing in the zoo
Of course,
it's just
Musa
like a
is
child's play.
defeated
But their main target
by
is Biafraland.
people they refer to as
Their
dots,
main
which
target
is
is
the
Biafraland. We
Southeasterners.
should not forget
You
that
see, everything they are
Musa's
doing in the
predecessor,
zoo
which is
is not
Buratai,
just, it's just like a
he paid
child's
$3
play.
million
But their main target
into his
is
account.
Biafraland.
So Musa took
Their main
over
target is
from where
Biafraland.
Buratai
We
stopped
should
before
not
he
forget
retired.
that Musa's
So
predecessor,
we are
which is
aware of
Buratai,
why Musa
they
was
paid $3
engaged.
million
Because the
into his
Fulanese, as
account.
the minority
So
that they
Musa
are
took
in that
over
region,
from where
they are
Buratai
always
stopped
looking
before he
for
retired. So we
anyone that
are
could serve
aware
as
of
Hercules
why
to
Musa
carry them
was
on.
engaged.
During the
Because the
time of
Fulanese, as the
one of
minority that they
our
are
late
in that
brothers
region,
called
they are always
Nwobosi,
looking for
he said that the military, because the
anyone that could
Fulanese, they are
serve
fond
as
of using
Hercules
military to
to carry
capture
them on.
uh,
During the
any part
time
of this
of one of
nation that
our
they come
late
to.
brothers
Because they
called
came from
Nwobosi,
Jalon, they
he
did
said
all
that
they
the
could
military, because the
to
Fulanese, they are fond
gain
of
grounds
using
there.
military to
And they
capture
did so much to
any part
vilify
of this
people from
the
Southeast as
nation
the
that they
fact
came
that
to,
we know we are Biafra.
because they came from Futajalon.
They
They
did
did all they
all
could
sorts.
to
So Mwobosi wrote
gain
in his
grounds
book
there,
that
and they
during the
did
time of
so
Sardauna of
much
Sokoto and
to
Amadibelo, they
vilify
used
people
them.
from
And
Southeast,
he
as
died
they
at the
call us,
age
but
of
we know we are
80, I
Biafrans.
think 2 years ago.
They
And he said
did
that he was
all sorts.
27 when he joined
So
the army.
Mwobosi
That
wrote
they
in
used
his
them
book
1963
that
to capture
during the
Kwara
time
State.
of Sardauna of Sokoto
So
and
that
Ahmadu
has
Bello, they
been their
used them.
trend,
And he died at the
using
age of
military to
80,
capture
I think
any
2 years ago.
of these
And he said that
places
he
they want
was
to
27
Islamize
when he joined the
and
army. That they
Fulanize.
used them
Because
1963 to
Fulanese, they
capture
don't
Kwara
have
State.
any place
So
in that
that has
region.
been their trend,
We have Hausa, we
using
have
military to
Yoruba, we
capture
have Igbo,
any
which is the
of
40
these
United States of
places they want
Biafra.
to Islamize
But where is
and
Fulani?
Fulanize.
Nowhere. So that's
Because
why they are
Fulanese, they
doing
don't
this
have
land
any
grabbing
place
using the
in
military.
that region.
And when they come to Biafra
We
land,
have
our
Hausa, we have
BDF will
Yoruba, we
really
have
shame
Igbo, which is the
whoever
40
has
United
come there.
States of
That was the
Biafra.
same thing they did to
But where
Buratai.
is Fulani?
So
Nowhere.
Musa, the
So that's
question you
why
are
they are doing
asking,
this land grabbing
Musa is
using the
on
military.
the
And when they
negative
come
side
to Biafra
because
land,
Musa
our
is now being
BDF
defeated
will really shame
because
whoever
Musa is not
has come
using
there. That was
trained
the same thing
soldiers.
they did to
He's
Buratai.
using
So
terrorists
Musa,
who
the
they say
question you are
repented
asking,
and
Musa
they
is
will
on the
give them
on the
uniform and they
negative
will come to
side,
Biafra land,
because Musa is now
burn
being
houses,
defeated,
bulldoze some,
because Musa is
and
not using
unalive
trained soldiers.
as
He is
many
using
people as they could.
terrorists
Musa
who
has
they
been
say
paid.
repented,
If you go to
and they
his
will give them
bank
uniform,
account
and they will
in
come to
overseas
Biafra
country, they
land,
have paid
burn
another
houses,
$3 million
bulldoze
in
some,
Musa's account.
and
So
unalive
Musa is engaged
as many
to
people
do
as
what
they
he is
could.
doing.
Musa has been paid.
And
If you go to
unfortunately for
his
him, the
bank
BDF are
account
shaming him.
in
I don't
overseas
know if
country, they
this
have paid
answers the question.
another $3
Thank you.
million in Musa's account. So Musa
Exactly.
is
Thank you so
engaged
much,
to do what
Mama
he is
of the
doing.
house. Thank you so much. You've answered the
And
question because
unfortunately for him,
I was
the
asking,
BDF are
why is
shaming him.
Nigeria
I don't know
military
if this
officer
answers your question.
spending
Thank
so
you.
much time complaining rather than
Exactly. Thank
so
you so
it's
much,
what?
Mama of the house.
Desperation
Thank
is
you so
there.
much. You've answered the question because I
Which
was
is why
asking,
he's doing
why
the way
is
and you
Nigerian
can
top
see that
military
there
officer
is a shift in
spending
the
so
tone.
much time complaining
Compare his first
rather than
confidence
executing?
statement when he took
So it
office
is
to his
what?
current tone now.
Desperation. He's so
There is a
desperate.
noticeable shift from
That is why
we
he's
defeat
jumping here and there.
terrorism
And you can
to
see
we
that
need
there is
AI.
a shift in
We
the
need
tone.
special
You know,
courts.
compare
Tinubu
Musa's
should learn his
confidence statement
self-defense.
when he
We
took
should go and
office
learn
to his current
this
tone
and that.
now.
The two
You
is
see,
shifting.
there's a
You
noticeable
understand? So
shift
that is
from,
why he has
you know,
come out.
we will
Robbery in
defeat
Nigeria has
terrorism
already come
to
out
we need
to
AI.
accept that
We
he's
need
been
special
defeated.
courts. Citizens should learn self-defense. They should go and learn combat skill, this and that. The tone is shifting. You understand? So that is why he has come back, not knowing that he has already come out to accept that he is incompetent. That is what Musa is doing. Imagine this direct quote from this AI is what is making me to pick much interest in Musa, because he has called me out. He said we are looking at investing in artificial intelligence. We must be ahead of the terrorists. And he said we need to use technology to defeat them. These are all signs of exhaustion. He's tired. He doesn't know what to do again. Now, when a military leader suddenly calls for artificial intelligence to solve problems that conventional military tactics couldn't address, what does that tell us?
So why are we talking about
what does that tell us?
AI solution?
It's an admission of failure.
Military fundamentals are not working.
Because this is not innovation. It's an admission of failure with their traditional methods. So why are we talking about AI solution when basic military fundamentals are not working? He's now looking for a way to shift blame to lack of technology, because that is what is going to aim, rather than the tactical failure. Because imagine a chief of defense staff coming out to even tell the citizen, go and learn how to do go and learn combat skills. You see, because this guy has failed.
He has failed because
A call for AI is not a sign of advancement. It is a sign of desperation. That was why I asked that question. Is it really a sign of leadership or desperation?
You see, conquered these people.
He has failed because you don't need AI to defeat an enemy. You already empowered it. No, you don't. You need it when your conventional methods have utterly and completely failed.
Heard what he said.
BDF have conquered these people, and there's nothing they can do about it. Now, this vision to fight terrorism, in their conference or summit that they held, we heard what he said, and this message came directly from the mouth of Shetima. The video is long, that is why I don't want to play it, because we don't have much time. He says that they are urging African countries to invest in modern technology like artificial intelligence to defeat terrorist groups. Look at the group that he mentioned, Shetima. He said Boko Haram. Who is the founder? And he is there in front of this audience. He knows deep down inside him that these people are his boys. And these people, they know. Musa knows. Because that was the first group that he mentioned. And all those people that sat there listening to them, they heard when the US aid mentioned that all the humanitarian aid was sent to Nigeria was used to fund Boko Haram. And that man that was on the stage that day, giving accolade to everyone, invitees in that space, in that program, is the founder of Boko Haram.
There is need for enhanced collaboration.
He's the founder of Boko Haram. After Boko Haram, he mentioned ISWAP. He mentioned Al Qaeda. You see, and he spoke in front of everyone without a shame. There is need for enhanced collaboration, sharing intelligence. Now, you see, my people, you see, you just give me a little time so that when I drop my mind, we can just continue and hammer. Please, I just want to let us know the outcome of that meeting, the few minutes I sat down to listen to it, because there is a continental approach. Now, the conference explored key areas, including defense collaboration, intelligence sharing, joint training, investing in indigenous technologies, and youth engagement. Now, I just want to analyze this approach. Is it innovation or distraction?
How to respond to security?
Is it really innovation or it is a distraction? And the AI and modern technology could, bring out details on how to track, how to respond to security threats. Because countries like Israel and even US, I believe, have used AI to counter terrorism with some success, But then the reality is different in the terrorist country called Nigeria.
For current failures,
it's totally different.
What Musa is doing and Washington.
It's totally different. Because here is the uncomfortable question here. Is this genuine strategy thinking, or is this a sophisticated way of avoiding accountability for current failures? what Musa is doing and what Shetima is doing. Because they have basic equipment problem in Nigeria. You understand? Every time you hear them say adequate, they don't have adequate vehicles. They don't even have petrol. When Shehu asked Musa that day about Adama, he said, they don't have the logistics. They don't have internet to even hear when there is problem. We cannot coordinate. Before we go there, he did not call them terrorists. No, he does calling them terrorists. He said bandits. They will disappear. Before we go, we cannot find them. That has been the case. Modern communication, they don't have. That is what Musa said. You see, and he kept on saying that they don't have sufficient ammunition and weapons. He said it in Channels Television on August 21st, that even with their money, they cannot buy. And Shehu now advised him, why not go and try talking? He said it's not possible, that even with money, they cannot buy. Even basic protective gear, they don't have. Now, when soldiers are sharing rifles and lack fuel for operation, why are they discussing artificial intelligence? That is my question. Why? Why are they discussing artificial intelligence? When they are sharing rifles, that means they don't even have enough weapons. That is what is happening. They have not jumped out. I'm talking that if you even have the mind, and this one I'm talking about is to the original Nigerian military, even that is if they're even up to 0.5%, because the terrorists have this weapon. They've packed all the weapons to the terrorists, which they found it. Yeah, and then gave the spoils one to those that want to die for Nigeria, not knowing that they are there for Fulani terrorists to kill them. You see, now there is also a training gap in this terrorist country that we are talking about. Musa has come out so many times and lament about intelligence sharing and analysis, that they are lacking behind it. They don't have basic what he called in that program maskmanship skills, that they don't have it, and they don't have community engagement tactics, that they are lacking behind it. So if these terrorist people can't train soldiers to hit targets consistently, how will they train them to use AI? That is my headache now. How will they train them to use AI? Because this is different from them coming out and crop videos here and there to attack our BDF terrorists. No. So this is as a result of the heat of our defense that has made Musa to run out in the afternoon and begin to give suggestions that are not realistic. Are we going to talk about the infrastructure reality in Nigeria? Because I want the world to know that Musa has run out of options. Because he cannot win this war in Biafraland. It's not possible. Because we have heard there is no electricity. They don't have it. They don't even have internet. There is no internet connectivity. That is why most of our brothers, when they join, they say, my data is finishing here and that. They have low battery. And we give them concession. They have limited technical expertise, weak maintenance culture. Nigeria is number one. How will they now run AI system when they cannot even keep lights on in that country? There is no electricity. Some communities for the past 5 years, no electricity because there is no transformer. Because the people that are supposed to take care of these things are corrupt politicians that have embezzled the money and kept the people in the dark. Why is Musa announcing AI solution now after conventional strategies have struggled? Is it the right time? That is my question. I don't know if anybody have an answer. Why is he coming out now to announce AI as a solution? Please, I need answer. Somebody should help me. Why?
You see, before they come out to announce something like this, you remember last time they are using a weaponized drum. So for him to come talking about AI, you go to some place, the cost of it, they have constant electricity there. And they are not the one going to manage it. So if at all, but like you said, the analysis you gave is a sign of failure. It has failed. That is why it's not an advancement. It's a failed general who is looking for a place to place hand, looking for something to blame, to blame on. He has already failed. And I talk about the AI. There are those who manage it for them. They're not the one managing it. The weaponized drone they are using, they have those who are using it for them. So we shouldn't take them for granted for that. It's left for BDF also to get prepared for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other person?
As a tutor, can I say something?
Yeah,
This or
please answer the question. Thank you.
See, okay. Should I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. See, another reason why this man is doing that. No, if it, that see, I want to like this topic. Let it not just be a rush. We are going to take it like this part one, and we're going to go like part two, maybe like another day. The reason is that no, if you listen to that interview, while we were taking a host on that day, I was still live watching all the parades. I listened to them. See, they know what they are doing. Just as you rightly said, if I will be picking it out from the point of what you have unveiled, that they know the battle line is getting weaker for them. Why? Because their integrity to secure weapon is becoming a very terrible thing for them from US or any international community that lack due diligence to know who they want to hand over weapons to. If any country is weaponizing them now, it's more or less like they are encouraging terrorism. Now, they are on a watch list. The world are watching. You think even when we think that no, they are not saying it, they are watching, they know. But see, this guy is playing a Maradona game. If you watch it out, he brought Aminat Muhammad, the UN second in command, that woman. You know, is their product, is a Fulani. And they brought her in. Why? They brought her so that no, by the time they whatever thing they want to buttress out of there, it will look as if no international community need to come in and look into the issue. Why? So that they can partner with them through that channel. Is it not this same Aminat? Whatever Mohammed, that woman. Is it not this same woman who gave Nigeria sanction about no MNK matter? And what have they done? They did not do anything. But the other way around of it, you discover that no, they are still making use of her. If you see how they elogize her over and over again, giving attention to her, it called for question and it called for no suspicion. So they know what they are doing. You are coming, you are the one that said you have no passage to these people. You don't have road. You remember when the so-called is it not yes, the president went to visit the part of the north that no, they have this terrorism issue that no, he went and he could not get to the village. Even the so-called chief of staff couldn't get to the village. They said the road is bad. Is that not is that not exposure of their own negligence of basic amenity that they cannot even make available? You cannot create a road, but you can have your pathway to the Biafran army in the bush. You don't have electricity. You want to power AI. You know what it is? See, there is no civilized Western world that will open eye to encourage terrorism by financing Nigeria when they know that no is a target and is a virus to as far as it's concerned to West Africa. To West African base. The territorial border has already been porous and laid. So, and if you have failed in that regard and you are not the problem you invited, the problem you created by yourself. Now they are taking cover, they are pretending to be like angel. Like, no, they are not the one that brought the problem to the nation. They initiate the problem. The world know, we know. But they are taking a cover as if no, they are not involved in the matter. If the world now understand and they are not putting them on the watch list, maybe they don't want to have a deal of weapon with them, like what is going on currently now, and they are not creating a weapon by them through a local means. Where is the weapon ending into? Is it not into the same terrorists that you recruited, that you rehabilitated, and you put back to the same army? Who is fooling who here? We are putting it across from this BRGIE media space that no, the world should take Nigeria on a watch list, and they should be very careful not to have a dealing with terrorist country, a terrorist leader that they know what they are doing, killing their citizens deliberately, particularly concentrating on the high density population of Christian, which is Biafraland. They know what they are doing, and we are raising our voice to expose this Musa that no, enough of your killing. We can no longer be condoling what you are doing. The world should not have any negotiation of weaponizing him and the country. Let me take a hold for now while you continue, man.
Okay, thank you so very much. Yeah, you've answered the question correctly. Any other person wants to answer the question before I continue? Why is General Musa, the terrorist Musa, announcing AI solution now? Why?
Okay, let me just take it off from here. Let me. Can I take it off from here?
Yeah, go ahead.
It is very short for me. The reason why is that Musa is looking for an excuse. Like our brother have said, that we should not take it for granted, because the other of our brother, like Mazi Onyeka, also said that because it is not based, it's not just because maybe they are the one that's going to, because they already have those who are going to, operate those things, who are going to use those things against the Biafran people for them. So, the only problem now that Musa is having now is in Biafraland. If it is left for like all those Boko Haram and all those other group of terrorist groups that they have already groomed in Nigeria, army, they don't have any problem. I don't think that Musa will come to this place and start demanding for AI or maybe demanding for anything. He will never, because those places has already been conquered by his own boys. You understand? So, but the problem that Musa is having now is Biafraland. So the reason why he's bringing this thing out, one, for me, it's just like an excuse, because I don't think that there's any way such can even get into their possession, because number one, they do not have the manpower to operate that, except they are going to hire foreign machinery, like as our brother Mazi Onyeka have said. Number two, they do not have steady electricity even to manage all those mechanic, all those AI or whatever. So I'm looking at it from this angle as an excuse, because very soon Musa will withdraw his terrorist boys from our land, and we really need to increase our whatever we are doing, so that at least it will be very, very fast. Maybe very soon he will withdraw, and the excuse that he will bring later, I will say, is because we know that time he asked for AI assistant, they did not get it on time, and the security did not consult. For that reason, the terrorist boys cannot continue to die, so we want to withdraw them from Biafra territory. I just hope so. For me, that is a sign of defeat and a sign of incompetency. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 1 million. Is there another person
can I speak?
Answer the question.
I want to speak. Can I speak? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we have a question. We have a question.
Yeah,
what is Musa, the terrorist Musa, announcing AI solution now? Before we go to the next. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, tutors. Thank you, tutors. We have 30 Sister Betty, Ray, Stella, in the house. And actually, the fact is that this is all a pretense. It's all a pretense. It's all a pretense. I'm talking now, Rage. Listen.
Can anybody hear me at all?
I am speaking, Rage. You can please hold on.
Rage. Just give me a sign now. Somebody should just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Hold on, Rage. Okay, thank you. All right, so it's all pretense. Let us talk about how equipped Musa is and the possibility of him being able to handle the terrorists, okay? When you look at military capacity of these countries, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Chad, and Mali, Nigeria is not below any of these three countries. But these people have been able to handle both the ISWAP and the Boko Haram. Why is Nigeria not able to handle these same people? So the fact is that it's not a question of weakness, it's a question of unwillingness, because they are just paying lip service to it. They are not interested in handling the matter. In Mali, those people are one there. Islam is there, the majority, the Muslims are the majority. They just have a trickling of some people in evangelical church that are there. So the rest is them. So and when these people come up, they handle them. The same thing in Burkina Faso, the same thing in Chad. So Nigeria is not the weakest of them all. Nigeria is just unwilling. So that is the issue. They are not willing. They are not willing. Then, second thing is, we have heard it so many times, and we know we even have relations that have gone with the Nigerian army to the war front. When they get to the Boko Haram, the Nigerian commanders tell them not to fight, and then they turn their back, and the Boko Haram and all those people come from behind to kill them. So that's a very clear message to you that they are not willing. We saw the time that the Yoruba girl that went with the airplane was killed. We saw the case of the army general who came and didn't know their agenda and was trying to do something about it. Their chief of army staff, they took him out in a very short while. So the very simple fact is that they are not willing to handle it. They brought them. They have the mission which they are going to serve for them. So it's not any kind of weakness, because Nigeria is not low in military capacity compared to these other countries. We've seen them also dropping food and dropping arms for these same people. We have seen them also going to bomb the indigenous people when the indigenous people go on retaliatory moves. And when they are about to close down on the so-called Boko Haram, which they call bandits, the Nigerian army and the Nigerian Air Force bombed them. So it's very, very clear. It's not a question of unwillingness or being defeated or whatever. It's just that they don't want to fight against these people. They brought these people for a purpose, and that purpose is to completely overrun the land and install the jihadist government with the Hammurabi civilization and culture over the rest of the people. That is exactly what they are doing. Now, let's look at Musa himself. People like Musa cause confusion in the minds of people because his name is Christian. And the people will think that, oh, why? Okay, if you say it's Islamic or whatever, why is it that a Christian is the army chief and he is also engaged and he's fighting against them? The fact is that people like Musa already are living in a Muslim enclave all the days of their life. The Islamic government has been in their land since they were born, and they are already used to it. So now they have their own agenda, what they need out of Nigeria. You see, everybody has what he needs out of Nigeria. The one that is coming with Islam and the foreign civilization and culture, he has his own. He wants to overrun the whole place, take over Biafraland, even take over Udua land and install their religion from the Arabian countries and their culture and everything, install it and convert everybody there. That is for the Muslim. But for people like Musa, their own, then those people, after installing all that government and overrunning everybody, they dominate the whole place and then reduce the people to nothingness so that everybody becomes a convert. Then after that, they will be enjoying the oil too. But for people like Musa, you can say he's a Christian, but he needs the Biafran oil, he needs the Biafran gas, he needs the other Biafran resources. So people just react according to their needs. And since he needs something out of Biafra, and the Muslim and the Islam government also need something, the two of them are together in it. So let nobody get confused about seeing its tricklings of people with Christian names in their midst. They all have one common thing in the end. They have something to benefit out of holding Nigeria together and them gaining something. So that is why people like Musa are there. Now, he is going to give this pretense that they are weak. If he gives that pretense that they are weak, the world will no longer be looking at them as a government or as a nation that wants to carry the agenda of Islamization. and of overrunning other nations and creating a different people from them and ending them on earth and replacing them with a different patrimony. That's just what he wants to do. The man that you call Shetima, who came out and said that he was mentioning Boko Haram, he knows that the so-called bandits are just another arm of Boko Haram. Musa knows that one they call bandit, they all of them baptize those people bandit, but they are Boko Haram. Because when Boko Haram, the shout on Boko Haram rose up even to America and all the world, they decided to rebrand them and create another arm to be a way to just sort of move a little bit away from Boko Haram. They are the same thing. If you doubt me, go and play again. We knew this from the beginning. Go and play the video by Melafia. Melafia said that these bandits are just another arm of Boko Haram. They are Boko Haram. They are just an extension. You know, if I come out and I am seen as a terrorist, what I will do, I will bring another one, fake one, that is still me, and give him another name. And then who gave them that name? It is the Nigerian government that decided to canonize them and to baptize them by the name bandits so that they will not be part of Boko Haram and be seen as terrorists. That is what they are doing for them. So Musa and co are carrying out this agenda. That is Boko Haram. So they use Boko Haram now to shield the real military arm that is doing the worst of what Boko Haram wanted. It's just an arm. Please don't doubt what I'm telling you. Don't by any means doubt it. The bandits are just part of Boko Haram, a hybrid brought out to carry out the function of that mass massacre, that mass sacking of villages and taking over, because the Boko Haram name had been soiled. It had been identified as a terrorist group. So they had to, if you tag those so-called bandits, terrorists now, they will bring another one. Another hybrid will come out with another name. And Musa and co are shying away from calling those people names. So Musa is part of it. They just want to pretend and give a face to the world that they don't know what is happening. They don't know the truth. They won't pronounce it, and it will continue to move on. They have more equipment than charge to stop these people. Okay, now tell me, go ask so you cannot come. Ask any of your brothers to do a wedding and say you are flying a drone, ordinary drone, to do wedding or to cover anything there. You will need to get permit now to move your drone, isn't it? Okay. If that is so, ordinary drone. If you need drone to do a film, you need to get permit and all that. Then from where do these airplanes that drop something for Boko Haram, to the extent they have themselves have agreed that those people have plane within the Nigerian airspace. So how are they taking off? If the Nigerian army is unaware, if the Nigerian Air Force is unaware, if Musa is unaware, how can you take off into the same space where we cannot fly ordinary drone and use it to cover wedding? Somebody takes off with an airplane and goes into the same very skies. People, please, can you tell me how possible it is? So whenever you see these things happening, the powers that are within that land are the one protecting it. You can fly into an airspace with anything without them knowing, unless they are the ones flying it. And I have given you the simplest example. You can't fly ordinary drone. How can then somebody fly up with a jet or with a helicopter or whatever to go and bomb people, and he's not a Nigerian army? This is a very simple thing, simple logic. So all they are trying to show the world is that we are weak. So they will no longer stand accused, and the world will not be pitying them. And the worst part of it is, when they give them those arms, they will now use it for the main purpose, the people they identify as their own terrorists. Because I said here regarding the Americans, you have to know the definition of terrorist by Nigeria and your own idea of terrorist. Your idea of the terrorism is not the same idea with Nigeria. Nigeria's terrorism is anybody that frightens them by mentioning Biafra, because it frightens them. It strikes terror into them. So the name Biafra is terrorist to them. Even if you wear cassock and carry a Holy Communion in your hand and you say Biafra, you have become a terrorist because you mentioned that name. But If you do anything, kill everybody, ransack every place, you sack people in the villages, and you carry and you say you are Nigerian and you are not an Igbo man, you are not a terrorist. So that is what they want to do. They want to shy away from mentioning that those people are terrorists, tell the world that they are weak, they give them arms, and they now use it against us. So let us not say that we have defeated them, that they are weak. They are not weak. If they are weak, they are not as weak as Burkina Faso, as Chad, as Mali, who sack these people. Very, very simple. Even Cameroon has eliminated them, and they cannot do much in Cameroon. How is it that the so-called giant of Africa is where these people are wielding power? It's a very simple thing. So this is just to answer your question as you proceed with Kama, because there are so many things he said in that interview with Shemun, which I will be pointing to, particularly Shemun, this very big point that he said, this war is not ending now. That is a very big statement, that you know it is not ending now. I want us to treat that. You know it is not ending now. So Shemun knows that this thing is not ending now, and he wants it to continue to keep Nigeria. So, and his children, his grandchildren will come and meet this thing. So I will report him to his children that your father knows this thing is going to continue, and he wants you to be living inside it. The second one, he says that they are in agreement, that the two of them, that is Chemun's group, it could be the journalism group, it could be Chemun's tribe and his own, they are in agreement. I will want you to play that when we get to that place. Thank you very much.
Can I also answer the question?
Yes, so
Me the question
senior citizen. Wait, Toti, let me ask Toti. Hold up, Toti. Should she go ahead, senior citizen? Toti's hand has been up since. Okay, thank you so much.
I'm not going to go, but I will come.
Okay, thank you. Mama, go ahead.
Can you ask the question again so that I'll make sure?
I know you like when you just hear Musa. Musa. So the question is,
make sure I fix it well. Can you ask the question again? Remind
me. The question is, why is terrorist Musa announcing AI solution now after conventional strategies have failed? You see? Why is he announcing AI now? That is the question. After his conventional strategies have failed, because our people refuse to fight that conventional war. He thought that BDF will fight. So why is he announcing AI now? That is the question.
Okay, first of all, we know that Musa is a calm general. He tells lies. You don't hold him by his words. So, and whenever he speaks, how do I say it? When he's talking, Musa is communicating. Whenever you hear Musa talk, because they have enough money to do what they are doing. Even when they lack money, they can go to Saudi Arabia and collect, go to Turkey and collect, go to all these OIC or all these Muslim countries and collect. You understand? So when for money, they don't lack money. And ammunition, they have. Don't joke with these people. They have connection. Musa is a lying general, a calm general. You understand? So he has money, because we're not here for propaganda and pretense. Musa has money, has ammunition. Better take it that way so that you face this guy squarely. So when you hear Musa speak, Musa is already passing information to the people he knows he's talking to, and they know when he speaks, the people collecting information are collecting. That was how we were on our own one day, and Musa now said attack their finance and scatter this thing. You understand? And immediately Ngozi showed face. Ngozi did coup d'etat. So when you hear Musa speak, he's communicating, passing information to the necessary people, or to the necessary board, or to the necessary spy. So when he's saying AI, what it means is from now onwards, use AI, attack them, and don't tell me that they don't have electricity. If you go to Sambisa Forest, I heard it's like Obodo Ibo. Light don't go out there. You go to Tiger Base, Light don't go, electricity don't go out there. You go to which other one again? This other barracks, deadly barracks.
Obinze.
Barracks. Electricity doesn't go off there.
Okuzu Sase.
Oh, electricity go stay that 247. So when you hear Musa speak, let me bring it back again. He's communicating. He's passing information to the necessary channel, to the necessary spies. So what it means now is, you on the Bordeaux 5 or Bordeaux 6, begin with AI. You on the Bordeaux this. Last week or last 2 weeks, it was drones. Please, don't underrate Musa's word. We must, when he's saying those things also, if you're not careful, you want to reduce your speed. No. If you hear Musa speak, increase the speed, increase the force, increase whatever you're doing 10 times. That's what it means. Musa is a calm guy, and I come to understanding him. So if he's using, it means now he's beginning to use AI any moment from now. BDF, take note. Musa 2 weeks ago also told you that he's coming with drones. BDF, take note. Just get prepared and know how to combat with the things he's bringing. That's it. Thank you. I stop here.
Yeah, hold on. If you go on, it's like because it's back.
Okay.
Just I want to in addition to what our sister, our senior citizen Antisela just said now, I like to see it is of very important, and this is where we come in as Biafraland generally all over the world. Please and please and please, if we must counter this man that is ready to bring more fighter jet, if we must counter this man that is willing to come with enough drone, then we need another superior weapon to do or to counter and to do or to bring them down. And this is not just by mouth, it is not just by pen. It all happened by what? By our much more involvement in our EJ and EJMA. Please, tomorrow is another great day. This is where we need to increase the momentum. Remember, this guy, he has a target. He has a target. He said he cannot see them. He said when they come to Biafraland, they look like leaf. He can't see them. He will never see them. But before he want to see them more. Please, we need a counter force weapon that can always bring them down. Please, and this is where I am pleading every one of us. We have been there. We have been doing it. We are not going to relent our. No. We are going to increase the momentum. Please, this is where we need to push more of our engagement. Please, let's double our effort. Please, it's very, very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now I'm a co-host. While you are host, I think I have to restart. Toti, go ahead. Maybe when I restart, the co-host will come again. Toti, are you there?
Yeah,
Toti, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, and thank you, Tutos, the host, and Holland, and the co-host, and then every one of us here. Although Tutos already, recognizing everybody in the space here today, and I will follow in that direction of protocol duly observed. Yeah, Tutos, there's a way I want to answer this your question, or maybe I will call it contribute to this question that you just asked. And Mazi and Mecca Socrates already said some things that I have in mind to say because whatever Musa is doing today is all about is just fiction. They are all lies. And I want every one of us to remember that Nigeria is currently facing diplomatic crisis, or maybe I call it diplomatic dilemma. Everybody should not forget. And all fingers are now pointing directly to the Nigerian terrorist government, that they are the sponsors of terrorism in that contraction called Nigeria. Of which we all know Canada already, proscribed the APC and PDP, which we all know that the APC is the ruling government in that contraction called Nigeria. And moreover, who are the sponsors? They are the sponsors, of course. So, and that is why Canada have to proscribe them as terrorist organization. And that has raised a very big eyebrow in the international community. Now, what Musa is trying to do by bringing in, some African countries that, does the same thing like them together to, to organize this fake convention or conference or whatever they call it, is to gain support from these so-called African countries. And we should not forget, there are some African countries that optioned out from this conference. And if you look those countries that optioned out from this so-called conference, they already know it's all about charade, that there's nothing serious about it. And if you look those countries that optioned out, you will see that those are the countries that are seriously fighting against terrorism in their country. You will see that those countries that optioned out from this nonsense that Musa put together just to gain support from the African country and to show to the international community that, yes, they are truly fighting terrorism. And we should not forget, it's not all about for America to sell weapons to them. No, no, no. I want us to, to dig deep and see what Nigeria is trying to do. They can get weapons anywhere they want to get weapons. They have the money to get these weapons, but they want to continue in making sure they always have the backing of the United States of America. Because United States of America is the last country on this earth that Nigeria will take as their enemy. And it's because of how they have been exposed. So they are trying to gain support to prove to the international community, most especially to the United States of America government, because the satellite of the American government is now on the Nigerian terrorist government. And we should not forget who is in office. Donald Trump. And we all know that Donald Trump has always been against terrorism, especially has always had this concern of Christian persecution in that contraction called Nigeria. So they are on top of a very hot soup now as it stands now. So whatever they are doing now is just to to paint themselves good that whatever people are saying in the United States of America or saying around the world that maybe they are the ones sponsoring terrorism is all a lie. Okay, now we are now hosting convention with other African countries and you can see that they are also saying the same thing. We are saying that Baba Dash, all those things. It's all about trying to gain support to continue to win the trust of America. That is what Musa is doing. Musa is not bringing anything to save anybody in that contraption. It's just to buy time in the United States of America so they can be able to carry out this genocidal and jihadist war that is currently ongoing in that contraction Nigeria and conquer Nigeria. We should not forget these people have very intelligent people and high-profile Western countries that normally advise them. So whatever, and they have the money to do anything. They have the money to host the war as it stands now. They have the money is there. They have brought us enough money to fight this jihadist war in making sure that they Islamize Nigeria. So the money is not a problem. So Musa is not doing. I want the international community to understand something. And sometimes, when things like this are happening, I begin to question most of the things that are happening. We remember the time when the Dodge investigation exposed the aid, U.S. aid, that normally goes to Nigeria. Let me be specific with Nigeria because I want to be specific because the one of Nigeria was, read out by the congressman when that particular issue was going on in the United States of America. Now, I want to ask every one of you here, and I also want to ask the international community. Now they have come to find out that those aids are being used to sponsor terrorism in Nigeria. Now, who are they giving those aid money? Who are they giving those aid money? That is the question I'm asking every one of us here and also asking the international community. Am I the one they are giving that money that is using it to sponsor terrorism? No. They are still giving that money to the same government. So definitely, if they have come to find out that those money are being used to sponsor terrorism, they should also know that yes, Nigeria government is the one sponsoring the terror. It's very, it's very open. It's black and white. I don't know sometimes, this diplomatic thing sometimes. Everybody wants to be diplomatic correct in everything that is very obvious. So why are they not designating or prescribing Nigeria as a terrorist state the way Canada has done already? And it's all about us. Meta Socrates said one thing here, when he talked about the interview between this corrupt brown envelope journalist, Shehu, and the terrorist Musa. Yes, the reason why Shehu said the war is not ending is because the land of Biafra has never been conquered. They speak in parables. So the reason why the war is not ending soon is because of the Biafran defense forces that is holding the land. Because Biafraland is the last place they want to conquer now. That is the only place that is remaining for them to conquer, because they have conquered the north, they have conquered the middle belt, Yoruba, Indo-Yoruba, those ones they are already conquered already. The only place that is remaining now is Biafraland. And the reason why they are finding it difficult in Biafraland is because of the Biafran defense forces. So they know what they are saying. The war can only end when they have conquered the Biafran territory. That is when the war, they will now soak their Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. It's a jihadist war. That they did not put jihadist doesn't mean that maybe it's not. It is a jihadist war. That is what they are. What is happening in Nigeria currently is a jihadist war. Because Igbo fighting Yoruba. Igbo is not fighting Yoruba. Is Hausa fighting Yoruba? Hausa is not fighting Yoruba. Is Calabar fighting Yoruba? Calabar is not fighting Yoruba. So what is causing the war? Where is this war coming from, if not a jihadist war? It's just common sense. So this jihadist war will never stop until Biafraland is conquered. And that is the only place that this jihadist war now is ravaging so high, is intensifying on daily basis. It's in Biafraland. Look at it. It has subsided in the northern region because already they have not gone into negotiation in the northern region with the remaining indigenous people that are there, that are remain. So they are negotiating. So when the war is now intensifying, it's in Biafraland. And they know the difficulties they are encountering in Biafraland. So, in a nutshell, let me allow Mazi Onyeka to go, because for some time now he has been complaining that he's in a very uncomfortable position for quite some time. Let me just round up. So, in a nutshell, whatever Musa is doing is a diplomatic move, and I call it a nonsense diplomatic move. What Musa is doing is trying to build the presence of Nigeria in the international community. That is what Musa is trying to do. Musa is not doing anything to help anything, because they need to keep themselves clean in the international community through, through corruption. They know how to, to maneuver their ways with their corrupt tendencies. Because if they don't build that faith clean in the international community, it will be very difficult for them to continue to be carrying out this war of this jihadist war that they are carrying. Because the day America come up openly against Nigeria and Donald Trump is in position, you know that Nigeria is done. And that is what they are trying to avoid. They don't want that thing to happen. They don't want Trump. Because the day Trump come into this matter, Nigeria is done. I'm telling you guys. So whomever that is advising them to make sure that they build That is why you see Tinubu going to Japan, and he went to Japan to go there and lie, saying that corruption has ended in Nigeria. Why Tinubu entered into position through corruption, and is even the father, the godfather of corruption. You see them now trying to build that diplomatic face that yes, they are doing something. But just for quite some time, you see, everywhere was quiet. Musa, nobody even knew if Musa is even around, or maybe Musa went for the leave, or he went for the picnic with the family. Everywhere was quiet. Nobody was hearing Musa's voice. But ever since the Biafra Republic government in Texas have testified in Washington, D.C. against them, see the way all of them are running helter-skelter. So it's a diplomatic battle. They are passing through diplomatic crisis or dilemma, as I said before. So Musa will continue to be doing all these things, but none of us should panic. All we need to be doing is to continue to be exposing them. Because we have already worked enough on them. So they are dancing now. The music that we are playing for them is what Nigeria terrorist government is dancing. And the more they continue to dance, the more they continue to expose themselves. We all should be focused on what is happening in Biafraland, because that is where the war is currently ongoing now. Don't let anybody to deceive you. Continue doing what you're doing. If you have not been doing what you're supposed to do, now is the time for you to come in. This is the diplomatic battle our Prime Minister talked about. It's currently ongoing. So we need to continue doing our part, because the diplomatic battle now is ongoing, and Nigeria is trying to suppress Donald Trump to come into this matter, into the matter of Nigeria. Because if Donald Trump comes into the matter of Nigeria, everything will be exposed. So that is what they are trying to do. That is why we need to continue to intensify that fire. Because I'm telling you guys, the day Donald Trump will come up again, the way he asked Buhari, why are you killing Christians? And Donald Trump comes up again to say anything about Nigeria, Nigeria is done. Yeah, somebody is unmuted. Mazi, is that you?
Sorry, my brother. Sorry, I didn't know it's a mistake.
Okay,
Sorry.
You can go ahead now. Let me give you that.
It was a mistake, sir. I'm not intending to talk, sir. It's a mistake. Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. No, I hit my mic here. Just go ahead, Max. Before the next your battery will go down. Go ahead.
Just 1 minute before you go ahead. See, I will keep exposing this particular axis that we still need to look into. That Amina Mohammed, that UN Amina Mohammed, is a pointer. They are using her as a figure, to create a point, for US, and they as well come to collaborate with their African country. Few of them that came. Why was Mali not there? Why was Burkina Faso not there? Why was Niger not there? These people are the people that are tackling the Sahel region. They are dealing seriously with the terrorists from that edge. So they are only using Amina Mohammed as you could see. I want us to take time to go and watch and see the part, the script they gave to that woman to come and play is to get the attention of the United States, so and of the war power, so that they will not be able to see them as the bad egg in this particular matter. Check the whole region within the contraction. Which part is fighting war? No, where is the war concentrated to? So the world is concentrated to and no other place but rather Biafraland. And the only thing they have now is for them to just win the heart of the international. They know we are going. Once US is able to approve, their own is gone. They are done. They are completely gone. So their target is how can we paint ourselves back good? If not, are you the one that's supposed to say it? As a head of state, are you the one that you are telling the world that no, you are pride, you are projecting Nigeria back, that no, we have pride, to international glory? Who does that? Which country need to do that? They know what is going on. You think they don't have intel? They have intel on ground. They know what is going on. You can as well deceive the world that no, terrorism has ended, or corruption has ended. The world know what is on ground. Every one of them, each country has their intel on ground. But do they have any intel in the so-called United States, in the corridor of Washington, D.C. again? No, not like as they used to be before. So we are having a very upper edge over them. 100%. We're having all upper hand. So that is why we need to we must encourage our APM. We must. It's a very, very important thing for us to keep doing it by putting much of our effort to do or to bring much of our little that we have. Let's just do it once and for all. Let's fight this fight, because they are not going to repent, and which we are not going to give up. We are not going to give up. The target, if I even overheard some things I know, probably I don't want to still say it for now, for one or two reasons. They are buying the axis of the West contraption. They are buying some axis of their kings in order to carry them. They know what they are. It's a game they are playing out. And the target is not, even they use our oil. They are using our oil to negotiate for them. Now, don't worry, you play along. We are not going to do you anything, but just play along so that we can be able to take over the land. They are gone already. Their only problem now is no other way but rather our region. So that is why I know we need to wake up and fight it once and for all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mazonyika, you can go now. Yeah.
Absolutely. You see, yes, it's the way it is. And to add to it, Musa is a con artist, is a very, very deceitful man. It baffles me when Musa is playing the role of spokesperson, whether he's a spokesperson to Nigeria terrorist army, or is the Nigeria government. I don't know the one it is. In fact, he's now playing as if he's the president. He's acting. He's occupying many posts. So, and that guy is called Cheung. That guy, some of the people, one thing our people need to understand is true. You see, all these people you see that are playing, dancing to the tune of this Fulani, knowing fully what they are doing, and they will be acting, pretending as if they don't know. This is the game they have played so much, and they're still playing it. Not only on Biafraland, but they're still playing it on the Yorubas. And they don't care. They are dancing to it. They have been trying to instigate ethnic war so that they will be busy. And we have made it clear that we're not fighting ethnic war, we're not fighting any tribal war. Our enemy are Nigeria states, Nigeria terrorist states. And anybody who deem it worthwhile to join them, or the person not learn from what happened to Musa brought to his people, Gowon brought to his people, then the person should add himself. And then we're talking about stopping. If we stopping is mean that we are going to be slave and they're wiped out. So that is one is not even on the list. We have no in between. We have no option. Our destination is our destination. Why we liken train to what we're fighting for is that train does not divert because of any object on his front. Okay. Anything that's on the front of train, either the train starts to move or it crushes. Train don't just divert to the left or divert to the right. That is why we liking what we're fighting for as a moving train. We don't change because of any object on our front. That object must be crushed. Because when we divert, we miss our target. We missed what we're doing. We missed what we're fighting for. So we are not rotating iota. We're not diverting iota. Our destination is our destination. Our resolve is rigid. So those who think they want to support Nigeria because of interest, should understand that Nigeria have those who are in charge of Nigeria, they are foreigners. No indigenous person that is from the governors, from the presidents to the vice presidents to the senators to the governors. There are no indigenous person. They are all strangers. And if you are dealing with them, you are dealing with strangers. Okay, if you want to do any business with Biafran, do business, you have handshake. We have handshake, as our government have told you. But if you think They're going through the back door to get it. I'm going to show you that you will fail. You will fail, woefully, and calamity you have actually supported will visit you and your own people. We are fighting just cause, and I want to tell you that the more you see, whenever you see an enemy coming to act as if they are weak, then you should testify. Who says so? I think my lady Stella, or yes. When you see them coming to play weakness, it is when you intensify your efforts. In fact, double it, because that is a strategy, is a war strategy. So, and our BDF for I think they know better than that. So we must intensify our funding. Please, that money you are keeping, what is the use for that money that enemy still uses? Those who are keeping money in Nigeria Bank. Those who are keeping money in Nigeria Bank. Use that money to fight for what is important. What will give you that money multiple million times when you get it? When you're keeping money while your land is under siege, your land is about to be taken over by the enemies. When they take over the land, they will still take that money from you. Or the enemy who come to bribe you to, if that money is more important, why can't they keep the money? Because giving you money to stop your freedom or your self-determination means that money is more important than that thing you hold. For you to leave what you are holding, it means the one you are leaving it for is more valuable than that. That is why there's a saying about the Jaffe could be a robber. Yes, Africa could be a robber. When you leave that money, you leave that thing you are fighting for to take money, it means that money is more important than that thing. So if money is more important, why can't the person keep the money? Why can't they keep the money to themselves? Biafran people, please, we need to intensify our funding and our dissemination of information to get our people, those who are at home, who have no access to information, to know that all glittering objects are not good. Okay? To know that not all who bears the name they bear, who speak their tongue, are part of them. This is the area we need to intensify issue. If we get this, if we allow this to just look over it, they will from there, they will tell the international community, I look at them. Now they are people, and then them. And they are people. I am telling you today that you see anybody they employ in that UN, maybe employing the person name of say they employing Igbo person. Because he speaks Igbo, he be Igbo. He's not an Igbo person, he's a Fulani person. Some organization you see they say they employ Igbo person. That is why when you go there, the person he will not welcome you as an Igbo person, he will be harsh on you. He will not be happy seeing you. Because it's not a blood, it's thicker than water. Okay, you can't give what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. They have played this game on us for years. And this our generation will destroy it, we bury it, can no longer say. Okay? We need to let them know the game they are playing, because if we keep quiet, allow them to play in it, it will affect us. Because the world will say, now they're killing themselves. They should settle by themselves. Why the people that are using, they are the same Fulanis, they are the same terrorists. The same terrorists. Imagine somebody call himself in South Africa, say our leader Mazna can to be jailed for 50 years. Are you telling me that person is an Igbo man? Imagine somebody coming to say we are those who are fighting to prevent Fulani terrorists from raping our women, from raping our children, from taking over our land, and those who are fighting to stop them, somebody went and bring terrorists to go and stop them. Are you telling the person is an Igbo man? So you, as a Biafran, this place, you may don't take it serious, but I want to go home, whatever it, you know how important it is. So that we can tell them that thing they are playing, we know it. And those who are killing our people are the same terrorists, Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist soldiers, Nigeria terrorist Boko Haram. Difference is that they are speaking Igbo, the BS Igbo name. And that name and the spoken tongue is not a criteria, because what they are doing is not something that is common to our people. You can't kill your own people. You as a Biafran person, I know. Rage, you cannot kill your own people. Tutos, you cannot kill your own people. 40, you cannot kill your own people. 1 million, you cannot kill your own people. It may happen by accident. Say maybe all these armed robbers, they fire. But for you to go deliberately to go and bring terrorists to come and kill, after killing your people, who are you going to live with? If you are not part of the terrorists, if you are not part of them, we must understand this and take it serious. Nkodu Namba cannot kill his own people. In fact, if something is coming to kill my people, I hear that thing will wipe out my village and it remain only me. But if I take the bullets, my village will be safe. Only me will die. What do you think I will do? Am I going to allow you to wipe out my village? What the people, everything remain only me. They will remain only me. They didn't think that the enemy will save me. They will spare my life. They will still destroy me. So I'll stop it. Let it take my life, but let my people be safe. That is what you will do. You, a true blood-dead son and daughter of the soil, that is what you will do. Unless you not understand it. But as long as you understand it, that is what you will do. So my people, let us know who we are. Let us know that thing you cannot do, that your own blood will also not do it. As we have this trust on ourselves, it will help us to separate the chaff from the wheat. They will stop them using this thing to penetrate us, to destroy our land, and telling that narrative, which is not going to go well for us if we allow it to continue selling. Thank you so much. Thank you, tutors, for your analysis. Go ahead.
All right. Before, as tutor, are you there? Please, before she will speak or Totin will speak, I've been seeing about 3 hands raised up. Mama Betty, she has been on the side of the speaker, raising her hand often. Please, I want us to invite her, please. Mama Betty, please, are you there, ma? After then Lizen will come up, and the next person will come, please. Mama, you are welcome.
Yeah, sorry, my co-host. I just wanted to know if it is still on the question or I conclude on that before we go to the next one.
Yes, we are still trashing the question. Okay. We are hitting the question. We are hitting it well.
Okay.
Well, you can continue, tutors. Sorry. You can continue. I will go after you.
No.
Okay. Mama Tutor, you go ahead.
You see, this is one beautiful thing in this space. I don't know if any other person.
Tutors, please hold on. Let us take the remaining hands to know if they are still going to make their submissions based on this question.
Okay.
You know, this question you asked is a very critical one, and I really love the submissions that we have been getting so far. So
Yes. I think that is correct. If they are to answer the questions that it's raised up, but if they are to make contribution, I would advise that the statute of go ahead first.
Yeah, who wants to answer the question, please?
Yeah, all right.
Biafraland. Are you coming up to answer the question that was raised by our sister tutor?
I was not paying attention since I was doing something. I'm just coming in right now, so I don't even hear the question. So once tutor finish, I would like to speak on the topic.
All right. Okay. What about Master?
Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Not you. Okay. Can I go ahead?
Rage, you can go.
Are you coming up to answer question?
The network has kicked him out. Don't worry.
Okay,
please. Even I think that question should be rephrased again so that people that are just coming in should be able to get the question. So who wants to contribute to that question should bring in his own idea while we move on. I'm sorry for that.
Sorry. If I may ask, sorry, can she repeat the question again? Tutor, can you repeat the question again? Yeah.
Please, can I go ahead? I want to answer the question. My network has been very frustrating. I don't know if I can go ahead. Can anybody hear me?
Hold on, Rage. Hold on. Let me repeat the question so that everybody will hear, especially those that were not here. Hold on. It will not kick you out. Just 1 minute, okay? Now, Onyenye and every other person that just joined the space, we've been battling on the Musa stage managed solution for to counter insecurity. And where we are really focusing now, which is the first part of our, should I say, lectures today, I don't know how to call this, is on this AI. We were at AI section, and the question was, why is Musa announcing AI solution now after conventional strategies, after he has struggled with conventional strategies? So is it a strategic evolution based on lesson learned, or a solution because current ones aren't working? So that is the question. Why is Musa? And from all that I have heard, I'm telling you, Biafrans are intelligent. Biafrans are intelligent in their submission. I'm telling you. And that is why this space is always so educative. Because the real target, let me wait, let others answer. Yala, Yala, thank you so much. Reg and Free, go ahead.
Okay, Fred and Free is not there. Let me give my own 1 minute answer to that question. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but just in a second, Ranger Fury, as you are hearing me, I will bring you up so that you can request.
Okay, you guys know that Musa and their terrorist country called Nigeria has been doing what they are doing to the gullible Nigeria. Is the more you look, the less you see. Musa and their Gota media reporter refuse to report what is going on. They are crying inside their house. They refuse to cry outside. What that simply means is that Musa have lost all his men. He is not bold enough to come outside and cry. He is not bold enough to tell the world that this is what is happening to him. He is not bold enough to tell the world that Biafra Liberation Army have defeated him. It's like some of us don't know that Musa, we only see when they arrange 1,000 men or 2,000 men to Biafraland, but we don't see when they return. Are we not asking? Now I want to use this opportunity to ask Musa, because I know that the stupid man, he is listening to us. He is hiding in his wife's kitchen and be listening to us. I want to ask Musa, can you be bold enough to come and tell the world how many men have you been losing? That is why he is asking for this, whatever he is asking, this robot of technology or whatever. So that is an answer I have to the question. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for that answer. Mystic Man, are you there? Mystic Man. Yeah, Mystic Man is not there now. Can anyone hear me, please? Hold on, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. I think since there is no other hand, let's continue with Sister Tutor.
All right, Tutor. But before you go, I want to say something regarding. Oh, all right, Mystic Man. Do you want to answer?
It's like he's back. He's back.
Yeah. Do you want to answer the question?
Well, let me give it a shot. To be honest, it shouldn't even be a question. It shouldn't be a question. But for the sake of this space, and nobody is an island of what Musa is doing is simply what he is expected and should do. If our people remember very well, because I don't know, maybe the amnesia of his own, or because the latest they distract us. Am I coming out, please? Take you beside to talk to myself. Am I coming out?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. If we can push our mind back a bit, we remember when Onyendu told us. And before I proceed, I just want to remind us that there is nothing Onyendu ever told us that will happen in this zoo. That has not happened. Even when Jonathan was still in government, he told us that after Buhari, trouble will come. All these things have said them and they have come to pass. When he got to the point where he has nothing else to say, he said he's tired of broadcasting. So he moving out of the scene. If we look at it with the spiritual eyes, not just because Nigeria were able to get it. I'm looking at John the Baptist giving way for Christ to take over. Not necessarily giving way as in he's no longer in the picture, but he must decrease and I will increase. So the journey still continues because it's just that sometimes I have that. Now, when you told us in this war, this very one we won't fight, so we could go school, we could go church, we could go business, go everywhere. The war will still they go on. They will kill us, we will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. He said, go and look for paper and pen and write it down. I believe it wasn't everybody that took cognizance of that. Now, that was on one part. On the other side, Musa one time came out here, opened his gutter mouth and told us that what he's fighting with Biafrans is asymmetric war. There is asymmetric warfare, there is symmetric. Everybody where embrace see the function well for anything close or adjacent to or in the proximity to Nigeria, or you have any dealing or anything to do with Nigeria, you're pressing the function where you could do say Nigeria don't get army. You know the full soldiers, they know the ones where they are so underpaid and frustrated and they're just like cannon fodder, they just use them and throw them away anywhere, anytime. So the morale is not even there. Talk of material, they don't get. You get some things where you could hear sometimes, or where you could see. Because most of our people, they don't even know their left from their right. Now anywhere belly face, and there they face. Initially, those days, you go see Nigeria Army go through for road, they bounce, they jump, they do whatever they call it, exercise, they, show of force and all that. Where then they? Where them? That's why you see they open their borders and then pumping this bunch of animals. The ones who don't come down contest the firepower of the BLA. They don't nobody can go front again. That was why Gumi came in and said, use your brother against your brother. And like somebody said here, most of these guys were in the air, so like most of them and the rest of them, they are not even pure breed Igbo. They just speak Igbo, like Ngozi Arabuguro Fulani and the rest of them. Has she ever come one day to debunk the fact that she's Fulani blood? No. So asymmetric war. Now, when this one fell, you use asymmetric warfare against a stronger enemy or opponent. Propaganda they involve. Maybe cyber attack, which is this AI when they talk about that it can clone a voice and use it to do any kind of propaganda, like the one that is circulating now about Gentle, which at the end of the day went nowhere. Asymmetric war, they go use your brother against you. Asymmetric war, they even use terrorism against you. This is just a case of go online. Any of these, the Google search engines not too popular again. Any of these, they are AI. Just pushing that asymmetric warfare, they are see. AI is part of it. Cyber attack. Using your people against your people. As they don't take a hunger, kill everybody. So any idiot where they call out now, give her like 10 million, 20 million, in brain go scatter. We start, look at this year called for this year to packed out whatever they call them for Anambra State. The guy is on the run now. Now be the head of the one they are called the mother. Now from there, due to that Obala all the is ruling the kidnapping never also. They are finished using him now. They turned against him. Now they set his house ablaze a couple of days ago. He's on the run now. But I say, nah, you careful, I call you. Okay, let's say I got big now with the ogo, no way for now. And I go. How you go take such amount of money to build such kind of mansion? So every day, one or two of them are like this, you know, the honor and you know, on the wasili kele mabura, no will obelo, I myself, when I buy a big ego, well, na suppress in the also. It's part of asymmetric war. Ojana to everybody. Odo mmadụ dịka Kafieri, this lady ka na-agba ụjara na ka nkịtara France biko letere mafia. This our our sister nke a na-agba ụja kpere isi ọcha nọ na France.
Adandecho.
Ochu. Ya Chukwu gozie, you know the name. Adandi Ochu. Obrozi Adandi Olam. That woman is part of AI where Musa dey use. She's part of the asymmetric war. Adajere. One mother boy. Do you think these people just popped up from nowhere? No, they have been grooming them. And I want their sleeper cell. If you did anything that has to do with intelligence, and I want their sleeper cells. They are even as we they talk here now. We're gonna carry out for us. They talk for this our space. So they here. They are here. And I dare say, even in the current BRGIE, they did here because the ones who have seen all left from BRGIE. They don't come, they don't fall from heaven. Capable AI itself, this AI we will talk, is just a machine program, something programmed. It could be a machine, it could be a human being programmed to imitate what he or she is not. In the Bible, he as God seated in the temple, showing himself that he is God. Although another mystery of his own, that be AI. All this money now was gentle. Whoa, 1 year okay. Catch our other Holy Ghost. And you see again. This what is AI anyway? Oh, Jack Wamba, also give only asking no Gumagan about the OG, a bob of job of Rocharia. That is AI, they mimic and imitate. They mimic and imitate AI. Well, if you wait for one AI, will go get maybe 20 antenna and they use 100 gigabyte of data. You go they look the wrong place. But the thing is this: you are forgetting that it's part of the asymmetric war, psychological warfare. Sleight of hand. They show you backhand, meanwhile another thing they their right hand. The more you look, the less you see. They can even bring up they have started it already. That video they did with their gentle voice. Is that not AI? It's part of propaganda. It's just multiple, like our PM said, he's fighting for Biafra through somebody helped me with the way he put it. Multidimensional, yes. True multidimensional approach. So you think say your antagonist, your oppressor, your enemy will sit back, relax, and be watching you while you use a multidimensional approach against him. No, they will fashion their own, they will bring their own countermeasure. If we begin counter, It wasn't even from the days of Ngozi Orabueze. They have been here. Before was here. We all know. At the point, they even wanted to use Uwasilike, or whether he was acting on his own, I can't tell. A lot of nonsense. You think these people could just fold their hand, they look us when they know. Say, excuse me, I'm asking this as a question to the house. Are we aware that Nigeria, as it stands now, as this today is 29 of August, or where are they? Where are they? Nigeria no get ambassador for USA. Nigeria no get ambassador, they no get consulate, they no get diplomatic attaché, they no get. Have you say all this one where APM they run about all this while now for nothing? No. Only one thing, and I question the matter that currently, as it stands now, Nigeria is a sovereign nation. So it's not something any other country can just come in directly and get involved with the Biafra movement openly, brazenly, as a sovereign nation of its own. We all know where that will end. So that is why the subtle and discreet way Ora Global and Elias has been running this diplomacy is something that baffles understanding to those that didn't or never knew what diplomacy is all about. And look at what Moral Global is doing, which Elias is the arrowhead of this one, has been the arrowhead of this one. Both Eritrea, both the Amazonia, both Biafra, I think there's one other country, Somaliland or something like that. And if we have been listening, you see where Somaliland has gotten to, which is where Biafra should have gone beyond that level by now, if not for what this Apuna Georgia came up with. And our people are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. They are in love with their oppressors. They are in love with their traducers. They are in love with those that are killing them. So that's you know, are these people mad? I know for some videos I they post online. Maybe boys they go walk out to somewhere. Hey Jesus, hey Jesus, they say hey Jesus, oh my God, hey Jesus. The day where they go call kill them, hey federal government, they come and save us. I want to ask him, well, I wouldn't say we are not being in tune with what is going on, but the fact is this: for Musa to come out, based on the question that is on ground, for Musa to come out and start babbling all this kind gibberish where they come from, you should know where it's coming from. And mind you, not be everything where Musa they plan or where they do, they come outside and they talk. Case in point, the one way won't make we hear, and the one way they don't propose in their cove where they gather, they arrange. The one way they won't make we hear is the one they have already set in motion. Case in point, when Musa came out and told us that we are going to get them, we are getting them. When you attack their finance, you will put them in disarray and you will weaken them, and then you can get them. How long after he said that Ngozi struck? If you could have why Ngozi self, Amunsu. Why is that one bearing Ngozi? Amunsu, she struck with a group of crazy gang. All this while Ngozi was raging and raving, they foam in the mouth. Did you guys see the way Madabo was going? The other lady where it's the Okoma couple, even Ada Jerry herself. That one be safe from the one I never liked. I don't know why you, God forgive me. I never liked that guy for anything one day. They were all with us. Chorus and hallelujah with us. But the fan of Kata. So these are part of the AI. Yeah, asymmetric work because they know they can actually can but if the day will happen, make I know what it costs up. The day will go happen, make I see what it costs up. And their portal is half baked recruit portal face PLA 1-on-1 man-to-man, granite to granite, Igwe to Igwe. That they did near to happen. Somebody for battalion, what goes to me? They know they can't. If rat won't bite you, won't chop your leg, you will bite you. That's what they do. Then I just feel BRGIE, powerhouse, civilians and burning down their homes. Who does that? For you to identify who is who. This is the person you are fighting against. Face him. The is it a Geneva Convention or whatever they call it that protects civilians and non-combatants?
Sorry, is this one from me or from a mystic? Can anybody hear the cracking noise?
Yes, yes.
I can hear the cracking noise, so
From
I don't know where the
it's
noise
from
is coming
him. It's
from.
from Mystic.
Or maybe someone else.
Oh, okay.
All right. Can I proceed?
Yeah, go
Can I?
Go ahead. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. So what I'm actually saying is this, based on the question, Musa is doing what is expected of him. If he had done any other thing other than this, I would have said he's a fool. But those who they think say Musa no get sense. Don't tell me that Musa more than. You see, there is something, some like our PM used to do. He may have some intel. He will only give her the one he wants you to hear. Kangwazi unu PM sokule make propaganda is part of warfare. Also make propaganda here. Whatever here you were told that if he tell you say he go do, he go come out, he go do him, he go see him. Makamboso, you see, so this man singing here over that AI. AI, his own AI might come in whatever subtle means, it might come in whatever form or fashion. Adandoju is part of his AI. Because part of his AI. If I'm wrong, somebody should correct me. I think there was a time in that zoo that what was her name? Bianca was brought out, either screened or whatever they call it, all those ceremony they did that now made her the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I hope I'm right in that, right? Please, can somebody correct me if I'm wrong? Bianca Ojukwu was made Minister of Foreign Affairs.
You are correct. You are correct.
Oh, God will bless you, my brother. Now, since she was made Minister of Foreign Affairs, have you ever seen her one day after the arrest of our PM? Have you ever seen her again? I mean, Nigeria don't get foreign affairs issues to deal with again in this world. No, she's part of the AI. She's part of the tool. She's part of their armory. She's part of their weapons. What's come to us? Monthly salary. That's all. We only do. Somebody sent me a picture. I didn't want to. Maybe I posted it. Like I was just asking the question. Then she's sick and almost to the point of death on a little bed. You know, picture her critically, or I don't know how she was just sick. Could when I want to if I remember with more. It doesn't matter the number of people they gather. Bible says they will surely gather. You also speculating if they will or they will not. Musa can gather whatever AI wants to gather. The fact is this: if only you ever spoke this out of his mouth, I know the worry. Asymmetrical war, AI, propaganda, betrayal, terrorism, before Solomon man. At the end, Biafra will come. They just are and the church there. So no upload the church. Let me not put anybody. I all Bible in there. Your faith without work or work without faith, something like that. There is interchangeable way to put two of them. What we are doing now, gathering on this place, doing our little we can by, like as we are speaking to those that may not want to come up or doesn't know how to.
We can't hear him again. Mystic. That should be network. Okay. Toti, you can't hear me as well?
I'm hearing you.
We
I
can
can
hear
hear you
you.
fine.
We can hear you.
Okay. So I think Minister Betty, go ahead now. Since we can't hear Mystic again, maybe I'll bring him down then. I'll bring him up. I'll bring him up again. Yeah, Mama, go ahead.
Thank you so much. While I'm going to talk about Musa, is not directly your question, but is a relative, is related to what we are saying. We all know that, because you said our minister might be coming out, so I just have to make my little contribution. There's this voice that I want us to listen to. Please, if you don't mind, let me just play it.
That one is senile, and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kasim Shatima. Kashim Shatima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this.
You see, this lady is called Najatu Muhammad. She was with this Kashim Shetima. All of them, they formed Boko Haram. When the thing that Najatu is talking about was when Musa, Shetima was the governor of Borno State. So what I'm trying to say is that banditry or terrorism, because they baptized it bandit so that they won't be called terrorists. That was Gumi. They created it. It's like a demon that they gave birth to that is fighting them. Nigeria government controlled by Musa, Shetima and Bola Ahmed Tinubu right now, they are terrorists, and we have to tell the world. And the person they are using is Musa. Musa is their AI. Musa is their vendor. Musa is everything for them. Nigeria has nosedived. They have nosedived. They are like a broken plate. You all know that when Jonathan was there, Obama threatened him. Why? He said that what's his name again? Buhari must rule Nigeria.
It's because of LGBT.
Yeah, that Buhari must rule Nigeria. And we all know why he was supporting them, because he too is also Hussein, Muslim. He supported them. That's what's his name? Obama. All these things, is like dots. We are connecting it. They made sure that Muslim people are ruling Nigeria. And as they have always done, they will use a military man. They use Yakubu Gowon. He was a Christian. Like my brother Emeka said, they used Obasanjo and Danjuma. Danjuma is the one that was now telling people, if you don't arm yourself and fight for your defense, you will all die one by one. When he was unaliving Biafrans, 1967 to 1970, he didn't know. That same war is still ongoing. You see this AI they are talking about, is it not the same AI they used and was trying to tag our gentle? Someone you say that was poisoned and hospitalized, you are also saying that he is spying 3 boys. This is where you will trace their steps, always carrying out propaganda. It was that very government of Obama finally ended up with Joe Biden. They were the ones that sold the arm to them, that Onyendu wrote a letter about this to Kanu, reminding them of the rule of law contained in Lehi law that would have precluded them from using that to Kanu. They sold 3 to them, already brought 1 before Onyendu wrote that letter, and they stopped. But this government is not selling any ammunition to them, because Trump is always against Nigeria's stance in annihilating Christians. So, my people, we all know a lot has been said. We all know that using Musa to go and look for loan for Nigeria government is another option. Nobody will talk about what BDF has been doing to them, because we all know that they will come and we always defeat them. We defeat them. We have been defeating them. Because as Buhari called us a dot, they always think that, yes, we will go to Biafraland and before you know it, we will conquer them. But they've never succeeded and they will never succeed. I always go around to remind our people, I will always maintain this, that we Biafrans are not very good politicians. We are not. These people, when it comes to politics, they are smarter that way. They are smarter. That's why whenever I want to start anything, I like to go around a bit to remind our people. This is how they formed all this demon that is now killing them. Bandits. They are confused right now. They have nosedived. Nigeria is finished. And the only thing we have to do now is to take advantage of this their current situation. Like my brother who ended up now, the one that the internet kicked out, he mentioned about that man in Anambra State. All the governors are their AIs, if we will put it that way. You know, they are agents of these Fulanese, and they are using this takia in such a way that they are fooling themselves. They will go and tell the world, oh, we are being overwhelmed by the presence of terrorists. We are fighting terrorism. And US aid then was giving them 694 million every year. Nigeria, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. But now that money is not coming anymore because Donald Trump's government have stopped it. Where do you think they are getting the money from? Now, banditry, they will use it to kidnap people and make so much money out of us. So instead of our people supporting us to get this Biafra with money, because freedom requires a lot of money, funding, they will go and pay it to the Fulanese. So we are speaking in a loud voice that our people should try and sponsor this Biafra to come. We have two things at hand right now. I really don't know how to put it so that it will be in sequence. Number one is our BDF. Number two is our lobbyists. We need to leave Nigeria. We need to leave Nigeria. There is nothing that anybody is going to tell Biafrans now that they haven't seen or haven't heard. All we need is to come together. Let us not just fall back, keep speaking English language that is not our first language. It's something we learned. Yes, but we are using it far too much than coming close together as one and show these Fulanese that our land, till they die, they will never settle in our land. They will never settle in our land. We are just like their senior brother. We will not let them. They will not come to our land. We need to donate. Take advantage of Nigeria's situation now because Nigeria is finished. Musa is one of their AIs, but Musa's AI or artificial intelligence, it will not work this time because they are using Musa in all fields. They want to use him to fight Biafrans. They now want to use him to talk to the world. Oh, the world will say he's a military man. Let's give them loan or let's give them more equipment. No, they are terrorist nation. We are saying it in a loud voice that Nigeria is a terrorist nation. And when they finish with us, if you people allow them or if we allow them, they will now come to their other second target, which is the Western world. They are all working together. I will not mention any country's name, but we have an idea of the people who want Nigeria to Islamize everybody. They can never Islamize us. It is only if we say yes or if we allow them by not donating. Whether you are with CRC or with Ngozi or Abu Fulani, you are a Biafran. If you lose your fatherland, where will you go to? Analyzing these things, they are very important because of the Western world. Some of them that are interested in knowing our predicament. But the truth is that we have been talking to our Biafrans, fellow Biafrans, come and join us. Let's do this and get out of Nigeria for good. Time has come and it is now. Tomorrow is our fundraising. We have IOU. Take advantage of it. Instead of giving these Fulanese, when they kidnap your brothers and sisters, 20 million or 5 million, even if it is 500,000 naira. Why don't you apply it to what Biafrans are doing? So that we will just get out of all this space and all these things and go home and settle and develop our land. This is what they don't want us to do. Musa knows that the way it is now with Yakubu Gowon, even Buratai, because they attacked Buratai's town, his predecessor, they attacked his town. The same way it is with Yakubu Gowon and Buratai, it will be the same way with Musa. Nigeria will definitely happen to Musa. We know that they are very used to living the life of Muslims as Christians, because you will see them, they are Christians, but they will tie their head like that penguin kind of attire. You know, they are used to it. We don't want them. We fall in parallel line with Nigeria, we can never meet. Since 1966, it has never worked. So that amalgamation, it has expired, and we have to help them to make it get buried once and for all by donating, even if it is 1 AJ or 1 AJMA, whatever you have. That is just the nitty-gritty here. No matter how we describe this, their AI issue, or how we describe Nigeria modus operandi, we know them. We have been living with them all our lives. They can never change. Even those who are smartening up to go and support Obi, you are wasting your time, because your vote will never count. The only way out, the only alternative is Biafra. And how will it come? Donation, donation, donation. That's all. No matter how polished or how impeccable my English is, this is all I will tell anybody, that our only way out right now is donation. You are not going to make any investment. Biafra is a very good investment for you, for anybody who is planning to buy a house or buy a car. Invest in Biafra, and this is the time. This time is the time. Nigeria is finished. It's like a broken bottle. It has no mequatarism. You cannot amend it. Once a bottle is broken, it is broken. Nigeria is finished. For all these countries predicting that Nigeria will finish by 2023, they've seen something. 2030. They know that Nigeria is gone, because Oyibo, they know us more than we know ourselves, because they're always focused. They concentrate. When they are pursuing something, they focus on it. They don't look sideways, no matter how you try to distract them, like all this ERC and fake USB. They cannot, you know. So all we are telling our people is that if we hurry up now that Nigeria has nosedived and they are just living in their past glory, this period is the time we will donate and get everything finished and done with. Please, my people, put your hand in your pocket for tomorrow. Let it rain once more. Nigeria is gone. We don't need anybody to tell us. We know that. But what we don't know is that we are not political animals. We should try and learn how to work together. How to work together, at least in a time like this. Thank you so much. So that someone else can talk, because it's now after 6 and to 7. Our minister can come out anytime from now. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Donate, donate, donate. That's all we need for now. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you, Mama of the house, Minister Betty. God bless you for your submission. Yeah, so there is no more hand for the first question. Truly, that is what I expected from Biafrans, because you know, this cyber defense summit that Musa held, and then called all the terrorist country he could call to attend, to come and console him. Let me just put it like that, console him. Meanwhile, they know exactly that Musa is trying to stage a play of innocency. You see, that he is a handicap. And the world knows that if the Nigerian government wants to end the terrorism today, they have what it takes. So for me, he is begging for help. But if we look closer, this proposed joint cyber defense is not about security. It is not about security. It is a blueprint for a Pan-African surveillance network to track dissident and freedom fighters across borders. That is what they gathered to discuss. You see, Musa is not looking for a military solution. No. He is looking for a way to spy on everyone because he can't defeat anyone on the ground. So this is the lament of a man, you see, seeking external salvation for an internal problem that they themselves created. So we know the game. We know the game. But as they are trying to play that game to seek sympathy, sympathy summit is what they would have even titled it. Yes, the Western country already know who Nigeria is, that they have more than what it takes. But since this terrorism was founded and funded by Shetima, who was there addressing this the people that the invitees, they know that they are just pretending. Because even if the international country does not believe them, for Canada to come out boldly and tag them terrorist organization, what does that tell you? It is not Nigerian court, but Canadian court. So they are just playing the game that people will just be sitting down and laughing at them, and they'll be saying, this Nigeria, do they think that we don't have sense? I want to pick on another one now. But before I picked on that, I just want us to listen to something here. You know, let's listen to what is happening in Kwara State. For people that still believe, oh, Nigeria, they don't know, it is not terrorist. Let us listen to what happened in Kwara. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
He even got to Lorry. The bandits are struck again. And they keep like, who are these bandits? Now, as the community leaders or community people, have they been able to identify who these bandits are from?
Can you imagine the stupid question that Shehu did? Hey! Oh my God. This happened 5 days after Musa went to this same platform, sat down there with Shehu and received all the assurance from Shehu that he will do what? Manage his information for him. This is the same Shehu that confirmed with his mouth that the war is not coming to an end soon. This is the same Shehu that said to the face of Musa that we know, we don't want to talk, but we have been reporting this every day, reporting the killings every day. Now Shehu is asking a community leader on the 26th of August, because there was an attack in Kwara community by the terrorist Fulani. But in China's television, he said some of the bandits, they did put the name terrorist so that you will not know that it is Fulani terrorists. They are running away from using the right name terrorist. And this is the same studio that Musa came out and said that his Nigerians should be grateful that things are improving. 5 days after, there was an attack in Kwara State. So let's listen. And they feel they don't know where the terrorists are hiding, and they want to use AI to fight terrorism that they created. Let's listen.
He even got to Lorry. The bandits are struck again. And they keep like, who are these bandits? Now, as the community leaders or community people, have they been able to identify who these bandits are? From what we hear, from the experiences of those who have been kidnapped, what we hear is that these people are Fulani people.
These people are Fulani people. But it was too late for Shehu to tell the man, shut up, don't say that they are Fulani people. Because the man is already in front of the camera. These bandits are Fulani people. Shehu could not stop the man. Let me go back, because we are going to look at the next part that Musa is talking about, those financing terrorism. And we have some discussion there as well. So let me just take it back a little. So that when we'll be talking about that, after this, I'll also play the one that their terrorist president went to Brazil and gave their citizens assurance that everything now back home will be tackled. They are going to adopt tech-driven solution for Nigerian problem. You see how these people are confusing their citizens? Listen, listen to this one from Kwara.
That's what we hear. What he even got glory. The bandits are stopping it. Who are these bandits now? As the community leaders of community people, have they been able to identify who these bandits are? From what we hear, from the experiences of those who have been kidnapped, what we hear is that these people are Fulani people. That's what we hear. What was the mode of identification of these people? You know.
My people, are you hearing me? Are you hearing what Shehu is asking? It was too late for Shehu to cut off the man from saying that these bandits are Fulani people. Now Shehu is trying to confuse the man. What is the metric? What did you use to identify this? Oh, my co-host, your hand is up. What do you have to say before I continue?
Toti, you are raising your hand, though.
Yeah, Toti, your hand is up.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit distracted here. Tutors, see, there's something I want to remind everyone of us. We all should not forget that these Fulani sword headsmen are proscribed as the fourth deadliest terrorists in the world when you go to the World Terrorist Index. But it is only in Nigeria that they call them bandits. People scoring them at the Nigerian terrorist government. And again, we should not forget there was a time before this so-called terrorist was removed from their name. Their spokesperson, which is Gumi, came out to tell the sponsors that their children, which are the Fulani terrorist bandits, does not like them calling them terrorists. And that was how they managed terrorists. But in the World Index, in the World Terrorist Index, they are the fourth deadliest terrorists in the world. Every one of us should not forget. Because, you know, this Nigeria corrupt and envelope media, they have been able to, you know, baptize these terrorists as bandits in the eyes of Nigeria. So whenever they do something, the Nigerian people doesn't see it as a very big something. But we all know, even the international community knows them as the fourth deadliest terrorists in the world. So I want every one of us to that this baptismal name of bandit is not recognized in the international community and terrorist index. They are recognized as the fourth deadliest terrorists in the world. So, tutors, I want to put that out there because of this useless Shehu that always try to, you know, cover up the atrocities of his sponsor, which is government. You can go ahead.
All right, so let's listen, my people, because it was too late for Shehu. In fact, he almost told the man, keep quiet. Let's listen. Let's listen.
Who these bandits are? From what we hear, from the experiences of those who have been kidnapped, what we hear is that these people are Fulani people. That's what we hear. What was the mode of identification of these people? You know, those who have been kidnapped, they spend time with them. They hear the kind of language, they hear the language they speak. Mm-hmm. They can identify them by their facial looks. Mm-hmm. In some cases, some of these people are not even Nigerians. But they have entered our community and they're operating now.
Did you hear that? Some of these people are not Nigerians. The survivors stay with them. They listen to their language, even the appearances. And we see these people also in Biafraland. We see them in Biafraland. Their appearances. This is a real life testimony, not AI generated testimony. These are survivors of those that have been kidnapped by the Fulani herdsmen terrorists. And then if you go to the news channel, you will see the amount of money that they say that terrorists, these kidnappers, the amount of money that they demanded and what has been remitted to them. You see what is happening? Nigeria government, terrorist government had gone into negotiation with these bandits so that when they kidnap you, they say that they demanded 48 billion ransom. That was the agreement the Nigerian terrorists headed by Musa, Tinubu, and Shetima. They were staging it at 48 billion. And they have successfully extracted 2.56 billion just in 1 year. Just in 1 year. While 4,722 Nigerians were abducted. Are you listening to what I'm saying, my people? So these are foreigners coming in to Nigeria to make this kind of, to milk Nigerians this kind of money, to milk it from Nigerians. This is only 1 year. Now, take it back to the year they started these operations till date. This is in 1 year, in just 1 year. So out of 48 billion, they have extracted 2.5 billion. So meaning that they are still owing them their balance. Are you getting what I am saying? Somebody talk to me. Now, on that same day, there was another attack in the church.
Tutors, are you still speaking? Because I can't hear anybody.
Oh my God, let me bring you down.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'll bring him up. Don't worry. Now, okay. So that same day, or be a day before, there is another report, okay, about terrorists against Nigerian clergy, nuns. These are Reverend sisters, the clergy, nuns, altar boys, and seminarians. They revealed a horrifying and specific agenda of religious persecution that the state has utterly failed to stop. This systematic violence aimed at dismantling the very foundation of Christian communities is a clear sign that the social contract has been broken. Because when a government can no longer guarantee the safety of its vulnerable citizens, especially those dedicated to faith and service, it forfeits its moral authority. And now, if you go to the statistics that they have given, you will see that the number of priests, I tweeted it on the 28th, which was yesterday. Now, the number of priests that has been killed in Borno is high, followed by the number of priests that has been kidnapped. So this one is about being kidnapped and killed. This is about religious statistics that the news handle has brought it out. Somebody has done these statistics and put it in a bar chart so that you can clearly see. Now, Adamawa, they have been kidnapped in Adamawa. I want to see the politics that these people are playing. Listen, they have removed all the Biafra territory. Did you see what they're doing? There is a report in Adamawa, there is a report in Anambra, Borno, Edo, Kaduna, Rivers, FCT, Kalas, that is all. So does it mean that there has been no kidnapping of religious leaders, of priests in the Biafra territory? Or are they trying to portray that nothing is happening there? That is the question. But let's continue with this report. I just wanted to bring in that data so that by the time we pick the mic again, we will correlate this interview that this community leader had, Anu Iboweye, with Shehu in Channels Television on 26th of August. That was day before yesterday. Compared to that data, and see how foreign people, foreign bandits, foreign terrorists are making money from Nigerians through kidnapping. And Musa came out and said that Nigerians should be grateful that the situation has changed. Their president went to Brazil and said there is no more corruption. When we say corruption, banditry, kidnapping is there. Okay, let us listen, so that it will not be that it is from my mouth.
On a particular day, bandits numbering close to 100 attacked Biafraland on motorcycles.
How many? 100 on what? Motorcycle. 100 bandits on motorcycle. And Musa claimed in the studio that before they even get information, the bandits might have finished the operation and they will leave the place. He did not say they are terrorists, though. He called them bandits. Listen.
Shooting sporadically into the air.
Shooting.
They kidnapped some people. They kidnapped the monarch's wife, and they shot, the vigilante people.
How come bandits have sophisticated weapons? Who gave to them? Who gave them the weapon? Now, if you go back to the data that I just brought up, the question is, who is paying this money? The victims. And who are the victims? The Nigerians who still believed in their government. Who is receiving the money? It's another question. Who is receiving the money? And where is the security apparatus? The Musa that is supposed to protect his citizen. Because they were the ones that brought these people into Nigeria. But what are they doing? They try to bury them. They try to blindfold everyone and play a victim. Oh, come on, I have problem. Oh, I have tried this. Oh, I have tried that. Oh, insecurity has not. Who are they fooling? Because from this money, Musa has benefited from this money. So what he is talking about there is not seeking for solution to end terrorism. He wants to see if he can raise more money to go to Biafraland and fight against our defense. But when he goes there, he will meet the wall because he cannot penetrate. Let's continue.
And even burnt their vehicles and burnt some of them alive. Now, in this community, we haven't seen any response on behalf of the government. The governor didn't visit. They are not helping the people in terms of logistics relief. If you go, the commissioner of police and the state director of DSS visited a community, thankfully. They didn't find a single soul in that community. And you see, because all of our communities in Kwara South are closely knit from government. The governor didn't visit.
Did you hear what he said? Let me take it back a little.
They shot, the vigilante people.
They shot the vigilante people?
And even burnt their vehicles and burnt some of them alive.
Burn their vehicles and burn some of them alive.
Now, in this community, we haven't seen any response.
No response.
The governor didn't visit. They are not helping the people.
The governor, who is the chief security officer, did not visit. No help. But these are the people that have collected money on the grounds of humanitarian aid. They don't respond to situations like this. So now they have burnt the vigilante, burnt their vehicles, killed them, kidnapped a monarch's wife. Where are Musa? Where are the Musa boys when all this is happening? Where are they? Where? They are there in Kwara State, killing people. So where are now the military that Musa is crying about? There is no military in Nigeria anymore. They are all terrorists. Any situation, they have a different name. In every situation, they have a different name. In every situation, they have a different name. Now there is an incident. Now they call those that went to attack them in Kwara bandits. When they go to another community, they answer a different name with a different uniform because Musa is in charge of the uniform. Because this man is saying there was no help from the government. Even the governor did not go because the governor knows that these people are terrorists recruited by Musa and Shetima to come and kill his people. That was why he did not respond. It is not his problem. So its citizens can die. Already Kwara State is gone. Ilorin is gone to Fulanis, terrorists.
In terms of logistics, relief, if you go, the commissioner of police and the state director of DSS visited a community, Bankole. They didn't find a single soul in that community.
They did not find, when Bankole went, and commissioner of police, when did they go? When the area has been cleaned up, it has become a ghost zone. That was when they went. Because even they themselves, their security is not guaranteed. They just had to tiptoe to that environment. And this man is saying they did not find a single soul. That is the modus operandi of Fulani terrorists. They will chase you out of your land and take over your land, your ancestral land. That is what this man is saying. They did not find a single soul because they will chase you out.
And you see, because all of our communities in Kwara South are closely knit, when there's an attack in one community, the spiral effect goes to all other communities.
Did you hear that? The communities are neatly together. So when there is attack in one, everybody bagam will go to the next. So what will happen? The place will be empty.
Now, almost 16 communities in Ifelodu are almost empty.
16 communities
have moved over to Ilorin.
16 communities are empty. Biafrans, if we don't rise up and fund our freedom, may this never happen to us. So 16 communities are empty. They have all run to Ilorin. Not that Ilorin is even safe, because I heard was it last year that they now have a mayor of Ilorin? Look at Ilorin. And this Eme is a Fulani man. Did you hear that? 16 communities are empty. And this is the thing that Musa is organizing a summit event to talk about using AI. So he gathered people to sympathize with him so that they will feel, oh, Musa, you are working too hard. You are working too hard. Oh, what is going on? They know what they are doing because they have tried to penetrate Biafra Defense Forces. They couldn't. So Musa is gathering to do a pretense so that the world will pity Musa and give him more weapons in the name of fighting terrorism. But Musa is not fighting any terrorism because they are the founders of this terrorism, beginning from Shetima, who founded Boko Haram when he was the governor of Borno State. So who are they deceiving?
Because their safety is no longer guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
The markets are closed.
You hear that?
Farms have been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these things have they have social and economic consequences.
Markets have been closed in those communities. Farms have been abandoned. Who will take over? Fulani. That is their target. 16 communities, empty, nobody.
For development, we are not producing anything anymore. The markets are closed, and so people are not earning money to even stay alive.
But why does it look like leaders like you in these communities have kept quiet over these years?
Shehu is a very stupid man. Did you hear the question Shehu is asking this man? Hey, he said, let me go back. He said, why is leaders like him muted? Oh, listen. Hey, Shehu is wicked. So Shehu is pretending. I'm sure he could even be from that state. Shehu is pretending as if he's just hearing this for the very first time in his life. You need to go and watch the video. It was on the 26th of August. Go to Channels Television Twitter handle. You will see. You see, Shehu is pretending. The title is Kwara Security Crisis. Shehu is pretending as if he's just hearing it for the first time. Because he's asking this man, why is it that somebody like you in this community? Let's listen.
And so people are not earning money to even stay alive. But why does it look like leaders like you in these communities have kept quiet over these years? To the extent that about 16 communities, like you said, are now totally disheartened. What effort has been made, if you said government is not doing anything, to coordinatedly come together and protect the people?
So now Shehu has, just for, he has forgotten that people that are even self-defending themselves have been, sent to what? What is the name of this thing? They have been prosecuted and sentenced to death by hanging. Is Shehu telling me now that he's not aware of what has been happening? That the government have said nobody should kill Fulani? Is Shehu now pretending that he is not aware that the original, the authentic Nigerian military have come out so many times to say that their chief of defense staff, Musa, said they should not go after Fulanis, terrorists? Now, Shewon is trying to shift blame instead of him to focus on Musa and ask this man the effort he has made to contact Musa. Shewon is now trying to make this man feel guilty that he is a leader of this community. Yet still, he kept quiet for 16 communities to become a ghost town. That is what Musa is doing. Oh, people like you, how come people like you have kept quiet? Good leaders like you and the whole 16 communities are gone. What effort did you make? Can you imagine how the kind of stupid question that Sharon is asking this man? This is hypocrisy. Let the man answer.
In your introduction, you mentioned about the Gomina people complaining and saying that there needs to be concerted government efforts. We have also raised our voices to complain about these things. Now, what have we done? There are people who have responded. We have given money. Every time somebody is kidnapped, the state government doesn't respond. It is the communities and good-spirited individuals that raise the money to get these people, pay the ransom to be
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Shehu has made this man to feel guilty. You see what Shehu did? Psychology what? Psychological warfare. He made the man to feel guilty that as big as he is, as pronounced as he is, he has stayed there. And not only him, he did not end it with this man. No. He extended it to other personnel in the community who are of the same rank with this man. That they have been there and 16 communities are gone. And they did not do anything. Now the man is now trying to say, don't blame me. Oh, we have even tried. We have even tried that even when they kidnap people, the government don't do anything. That it is the same community people who are eating from hand to mouth that still gather and contribute money to rescue their people. Let's hear, my people. It will soon finish so that we can tackle this.
There are people who have responded. We have given money. Every time somebody is kidnapped, the state government doesn't respond. It is the communities and good-spirited individuals that
And you also see that this kind of person is also a lazy man. So when he is talking about there are people who have helped or who have responded, he is talking about people of his own caliber. They are not responding on the grounds to have their own stronger vigilante group. Even though they burn them, they kill them. You cannot just run away and say, okay, they've been killing, hands off. So they will continue to kill. So what they have decided to do is, okay, when they kidnap people in their community, they contribute money. Who are they still funding? The same terrorists. They will collect this money and go and re-equip themselves even much stronger than the first attack. They come back and finish. They do like that and do like that repeatedly till 16 communities, they are no more human beings. That is what this man is explaining here. They are no more human beings because they gather money and they give to the terrorists, they kidnap, they pay. That is the one that will still be alive. So what of those that they will not be able to raise money to rescue them? They are gone. So what will the terrorists do? They will kill them, cut their body parts and sell it and still make the same money and give the proceeds to Musa and Shetima and Tinubu and all of them because they are in this together.
Raise the money to get these people, pay the ransom to the kidnappers and get these people released.
Now the question we should ask this man is, who makes the payments to the kidnappers? Who is the negotiator? Yes. Who is the negotiator? If truly this man also wants to stop terrorism in his community, he would have also tackled it to the root. Who is the negotiator? Who do they give this money to take it to the kidnappers who are the terrorists? It's the question that this man should answer. Yes, because now he has said that they've been paying money. So that means he's not innocent about where these terrorists are camping. Because they will gather this money. It's not the community people that will give them this money. There must be someone who is negotiating between the community and the terrorists that kidnap these people.
We are paying hospital bills. Now, let me give you an instance. When some people, the community was attacked in Parano, Lille, Alaji Potun and his son were killed in broad daylight. The PDP raised a high-powered delegation to go and commiserate with them, to empathize with them. And not only did they go to empathize, they went with money, they went with logistics to help the people in that community. The former president of the 8th Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki.
Let me go back so that I hear what PDP did.
To go and commiserate with them. Some people, the community was attacked in Parano, Lille, Alaji Potun and his son were killed in broad daylight. Hey. The PDP raised a high-powered delegation to go and commiserate with them, to empathize with them. And not only did they go to empathize, they went with money, they went with logistics.
Did you hear that? PDP went to sympathize. Not just to sympathize, they went with money. Canada was right. They went with money. To give to who? PDP went with money, not just only to sympathize, they went with money. PDP is also a terrorist organization. They know where these terrorists are. Let's listen.
To help the people in that community. The former president of the 8th Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, has also raised different delegations to different parts in Kwara North and in Kwara South. He sent money, he sent relief. Now, we know in Kwara South there are groups that have also, raising.
So instead of them to tackle the insecurity, they send money. The money for what? Eat food. Because they use stomach infrastructure to buy over their minds. They say, eat food. Food is your problem. And this food is not food that they eat every day. If truly what this man is even saying is true. One-time food, kalas, that ends it. No more food. Go and find your way. If you go to the farm, they kill you, so be it. But the news carry they gave them 8. That ends it. So instead of them to find a lasting solution to any insecurity in this community, whenever it happens, what they do, they will gather the money for those. They first of all look at their family members or close family members. First of all, bail those ones out. Because this man cannot tell me that the whole 16 communities that PDP and the former, is this Saraki that he called, have been able to cover the whole 16 communities. Not possible. So in that situation, it will be man, no man. Yes. So if you are related to Saraki, before Saraki will even raise money, that means his family member was also affected. Yes, because without that, he cannot be there. He cannot contribute anything.
Money to support the local vigilante. They are giving them resources for them to be able to get ammunition to be able to defend these communities. They are raising money, bought motorcycles, bought patrol vehicles. They are giving them money for fuel. That's what we can do as individuals. The primary responsibility for.
That's what they can do as individuals. money to purchase ammunition. Now the question is, what kind of ammunition? Is it the one that the hunters use? Is the question. What type of ammunition is this man talking about? Because before you can face these terrorists, you must carry the same weapons that they are carrying. Yes, they will not carry AK-49 and you go and carry AK-001. It doesn't match. It doesn't match. He said they buy the motorcycle. Have you ever seen in the news that they have bought such thing? The answer is no. But this same man here said that they also killed their vigilantes. So which one is he talking about? Anybody that comes to Channels Television is coming to disgrace himself. Let's listen.
Theory is government. Now, in Kwara today, I've been in government in Kwara. I was a special advisor. I served in the government.
Did you hear that?
In Kwara. While we were in government, there were regular security meetings where the state governor, as the chief security officer, coordinates other security agencies to deal with some of these issues and take preemptive steps before these things come up.
But look, are these things that you were talking about, could they be related to what we see escalating? Yes.
Did you see? I just wanted us to listen. Immediately that man said that Sheun became a stammerer. That was where the interview ended. No, at least that clip ended there. You see, Shehu threw the question back to this man and made the man to feel guilty. Probably he might have known that he was in government sometime. So did you hear anything about Musa here? The answer is no. Nothing. Because Shehu had already promised Musa on the 21st of August that he will manage information for Musa. Musa should not worry that he is in charge of the media space. Now, why is this Musa now jumping out in so many public statements? Why is he making so many public statements about terrorism financing? Why? That is my next question. Because this man already knows those that are financing terrorism. Terrorism financing has been known for decades. So why is tracking financiers suddenly the focus now with Musa? Is it like it is a newly discovered strategy or what? Because there is difference between promise and performance pattern. Because in 2015, Musa said we will cut off Boko Haram funding. Till today, we have not seen. Boko Haram has metamorphosed to bandit, to Al-Qaeda, to... Please, somebody should help me because there are many. If they
Ansaru. Ishbal.
You see, there are many because they say out of the outcome of their summit was that they have 1,000 insurgencies in Africa. In Africa alone, 1,000. So if they have 1,000 in Africa, that means 500 is already in Nigeria. Yes, because Burkina Faso is sending them out to where they are all coming back to Nigeria. Mali is sending them out to where? To this same Nigeria. Because the borders are open. When they come to Nigeria, they pay them, they make more money from kidnapping. We have heard it now. They make more money from kidnapping. The statistics are there. In 1 year, in billions. And that means the Nigerian government is still owing them because they entered into agreement for 46 billion naira. Out of that, they've only made 2 point something. So Nigerian government is still owing them. Who are those that are paying? The innocent ones that have been kidnapped. That is if you have the money to pay. In 2015, we will cut off Boko Haram funding. Nothing. In 2018, we are attacking terrorism financiers. Nothing. In 2021, new measures against terrorism funding. We did not see. In 2025, we are working to identify financiers or Guinea every time, Musa. So now, if politicians, as he rightly said, because he has linked this to election of 2027, because Musa is always there to cast blame. If politicians are truly funding terrorism, as this Musa suggested, this investigation could have major political consequences. But guess what? It will never, because it is called Nigeria. They can never go after the politicians. They know that these are the people that are creating this insecurity so that they will get their security vote. So if it is true, why hasn't this investigation happened before now? Why hasn't it happened before now? Why is he making the announcement now? Is it because he knows that their name has already been tarnished in the international community? Is it because he knows that BRGIE is out there to block everything that has to do with Nigeria? Is that why he's jumping out to trace the financiers of terrorism? What happened to the list that UAE gave to them 3 years ago? What happened to Shetima that he's shaking hand with? Because that is the first person he should arrest. What happened to Gumi? Why is he not arresting them? First, he should start with them and then we see. Because when security chiefs make repeated announcements about the investigation and tracking without visible result, it raises a lot of concern. Yes. So if politicians are indeed involved in funding insecurity, this investigation could have major, but they are not going to do it because there will be no implication whatsoever. They will still contest the election. Did this stop Vice President Shetima from becoming Vice President? The answer is no. From Borno State Governor back to the seat of Vice President. And that was why he was in charge of that summit, because when he was making campaign during his election, he said he will be in charge of security. That was what he said. And because he's in charge of security, he has the ample to bring in, to recruit more terrorists at his own disposal. Nobody can question him because he's in charge of security. I don't know if you people are you even hearing me at all?
Hearing you.
Hello?
You are very clear.
Okay, thank you so much. So that is the thing I wanted to say. So why? That is my next question. Why hasn't this investigation happened before? Why now? Why now? Why is it happening now? Let us listen to what their whatever, what is his name? Let's listen to this one. Then we can pass the mic.
Ability. Proudly standing before you, making a commitment to all of you that Nigeria will be changed for the good of all of us and for the benefit and prosperity of all our citizens.
And the idiots are clapping for him in Brazil. This is their drug lord president. He's promising them that Nigeria will be changed. And the same mentality they had in Nigeria, they are taking it to Brazil. He did not even finish saying it. They started clapping. They started clapping on fake promises. The same man that says that there is no more corruption in his government since he took over as the president. The same man that lied openly that Japan is giving skilled migrants a visa to Nigerian skilled migrants. And Japan came out and said, no, we never said such a thing. We never had such agreement. This man does not have shame. He is here. They just gathered few Nigerians. Maybe these are not even Nigerians. In a small room for him to address them. Tinubu in Brazil. Let's listen.
We give priority to development. Once upon a time, we can look back on history with heart that Brazil and Nigeria were on the same level of development. Look at us today and look at Brazil. It is necessary for you to be challenged, and we are. Personally, I am challenged. Ready to work. We can do it. There's nothing we set our mind to that we cannot do.
Because he has gone to Brazil to see if he can raise small money. He's not telling Nigerians in Brazil that they should be challenged the way Brazil has developed and Nigeria has not. That even he himself, he is challenged. That is why he wants to bring development to Nigeria. He wants to develop Nigeria because he wants to contest in 2027. Now, this same man has promised another round of development in Biafraland to the governors that he put there. Because let him just know now that there is no election in Biafra. There is no Nigeria election in Biafraland. They are all on toes. They are all on toes because of BRGIE. Because our APM has dealt with these people. Look at his face. After you go and look at the program, you see how his face is squeezing. There is no life in this man anymore. Anywhere he goes, he's being exposed. Corruption everywhere. Corruption from head to toe. Let's listen to the hopeless assurance he gave to its citizen.
Look at the technological development of this country. Look at the ability of this nation to achieve food sovereignty. Just imagine. What do they have that we don't have?
Abeg, who wants to speak now before I continue? He's asking, what does Brazil have that Nigerian does not have? Who is ready to?
Well, Sister Tuto, you see, there is another. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
There is another interview that countered this interview before. I guess it was before his arrival on Channel Television, where the analyst was like, he's supposed not to have gone to Brazil, that he's supposed to have gone to Australia, that Australia will have the similarity of what they can really gain. That because Brazil that he went to is a failure entirely. So even the Brazil that you were analyzing on now is even a failure completely, because Manso, these are hired people into one particular room, that are there to showcase the narrative of the script given to them. That one aside. Then secondly, on the Kwara axis, see, the problem of this very evil contraction that I began to wonder what kind of human being the gullible ones that are standing to renew their slavery into the hand of their slave master. If not, people like a very dark devil that are supposed to understand the root of the problem, they will never even want to mention one Nigeria. You are fighting an identified enemy. Every tribe in this country called Nigeria, they have ancestral home. The question we keep asking as a Biafran that know and understand their roots is that where is the ancestral home of these Fulanis? If you that claim to be a one Nigeria or Biafran, that you are not ready to support your own freedom, you fail to answer this question. Meaning that no, you don't know what you are doing. A slave from another exit, a slave from a place that no, you cannot just identify and trace, from Senegambia, from Niger, from Mali, from Sahel, that no, you cannot just trace from the Arabs. Claim your land before your very eyes, and you are just like renewing the contract of your slavery. You are the most stupid human being on the face of earth. The most moron that no one can ever point to. You should be. Because you can as well understand, if you check one of their headline of their national paper, there is this Castina governor currently now. Do you know what he did? He's renewing, he has budgeted out 20 million naira to renovate a cemetery. The similar thing is what you see then Saraki doing. In the first, even Saraki, is he in Nigeria? Is Olushola Saraki in Nigeria? The Atiku are they in Nigeria? They are not Nigerians. They can't trace their ancestral home to say, okay, this is where we come from. This is my compound. This is my father, fourth generation. This is where they come from. And this is our elongatory name of our compound. Because you must belong to a place and you must be well identified to your ancestors. So I have never seen the most stupid human being that claim to be craving and yearning for one Nigeria. Before, if you see, there is another interview that I saw before this one that came to channel television. Before the issue come to these 16 villages being taken over, it was around 7 to 8 villages. They were still like managing the situation according to them. Many of their so-called vigilantes that got lost, even one of their balogun or thereabout that I heard of. Now, the so-called military that they said they requested for, that even managed to be between these villages that has not been captured. Do you know that the Yoruba said they cannot hear their language? They don't understand what they are speaking. That how will a military come and be a safe to them, and they can't hear what they are saying? I say, what happened to their own Yorubas that are in military that cannot be deployed to come and protect them? Down as and secondly, they are collecting money from them when they are taking their proceeds of their product from farm or to market. So when the whole thing got boomerang, and no, it was no longer. So they have a foot soldier that were doing their bidding, and while the so-called terrorists are coming behind. So when the whole thing got boomerang and they can no longer handle it, everyone, the villages are so very, very close to each other. Every one of them have to take safety and run away from those villages. Why? Because it is an enabling business of the day for the government of the country. Why? Because if Tinubu actually I want to solve this problem, he would have known who's supposed to be chief of defense staff. He would have understand when Shettima said, I will be in charge of security. Will he deny that he's not aware that no, this man called Shettima is a terrorist? Was it not him himself that used this same channel of terrorism to do or to counter Jonathan? He is aware. So just that the in-house problem they created by themselves got boomerang, and no, it could no longer be contained within the range of where they expect it to be domiciled to. Now it has escalated. It become a monster in their hand. So it's a thing that they are playing out, and it's just so very painful that the person that called Sheun Okibaloye for the purpose of them that can be on the listening section that they might be a CIA or whatever. The man called Sheun Okibaloye is a staff of channel television, a journalist. His certificate is supposed to be seized. Supposed not to. They are part of the problem. Media of this country are part of the problem of enhancing the terrorism business that is going on. They are covering them. They are part of what the so-called military are doing. They are covering them because they have a narrative that they have been given to them. This is a script that they are playing out. So if he's not asking the man that why the problem has been lingering, why have you people failed to do chairman of that local government was not consulted, and he invited them. According to that interview that I have with me that I listened to, he said the chairman of the local government asked them to come. Behold, when the people gathered together before they got there, the chairman was nowhere to be found. They call nowhere. He did not show up for them to see, and for them to have a chat on how to resolve the problem. He was nowhere to be found. Then the state governor was as well informed. Will he say anything? He dare try it. The caliphate are in charge. The agenda is terror, and they must all be subjected to the demand of the caliphate. Whether they want to accept it or not, they must, all the governors are complicit. They are okay. Now, where is the security votes given to each state, what are they using it for? That a citizen that is just scrambling to just have a hands meal of just 1 or 2 meal a day will not be the one to gather money to say they want to save themselves. Where is the security money? Where is it going to? All the governors, 36 state governors are complicit. There is no one that is left behind. All of them is a thing they are aware of. They can't say they are not aware of it. If they are not aware of it, why has not even just one governor let it rise against the rest? The monster they are looking to their face will consume all of them. It's just so painful that majority of their families have been taken away. In the person of, you can see Wike now. Wike has bought a house in US, and he has caged his family there. You see the rest of the light of the so-called our own in the Biafraland, they have all do they have their family here? No. They have their private jets stationed. If you go beyond what they can control, they will all take off. The only saving grace that has not made the whole thing to blew up like uncontrollable missile that would just atomic bomb that would just consume every one of them is this BDF. BDF is the only saving grace for every one of them in this contraption. Otherwise, they know it's the only problem, the only bridge they need to climb and successfully have their mission accomplished is to see how they can bring BDF down. And this should be a concern to you as a Biafran. If you are existing for any other reason, you should be existing that you come from a place. You have what is called a ancestral. You have an ancestral home. You have a place you are traced to. Why, if you not leave it for a stranger, a terrorist, to come and take over, where do you want to return back to? It should be you should be ashamed of yourself, Okonje Iweala, that you are opening your mouth to say the economy is booming well. You should be ashamed of yourself, the wife of the one that started the race of what the freedom was all about, Bianca Ojukwu, to go and dine and wine with your enemy. You should be ashamed of yourself, the misbreed within us. Opus Odinjo, all of them and co. All of you should be ashamed of yourself. We have a mixed breed problem. That is just the truth. Because ordinarily, let's in the real sense of let's just be sincere to ourselves. If your father compound is to be taken over by a stranger, what you will do? You will do all that you can to protect it. I'm just talking of a compound. I'm not talking of town. Your papa compound is to be taken over by a stranger. You will fight tooth and nail over it. And as you are fighting, you see that you protect every of your cousins, your brothers. So if you see any governor that is interested that any of his citizens in that state should be killed, is a misbreed. They are not genuine. Their DNA need to be tested. They are not the real citizen. They are Fulanis. And that is why if it will take us how we can take this momentum to the highest of all that we can do. Fight it at all costs by doing all we can do to the only true weapon that we have now. We have the weapon of the BDF. We have the weapon of all our angels on ground. We have the weapon of our lobbies. And that is why if there is no need for us to be talking when we have a weapon. The other people that have submitted their will to say, okay, we are ready to be paying homage before we go to farm in the north. Similar thing that is coming to the west that they are just test running because the south and the west of that Kwara state that they are taking over now is the only leftover of Yoruba speaking villages now. Once that place is taken over, it's easy for them to enter the Ondo. It's easy for them to enter through Ogun. It's easy for them to enter every other Agis or even anywhere. It's easy for them to penetrate. They know what they are doing. So if you will not support your own freedom now, when do you want to rise up? Until when everywhere is consumed, is it then you will not think if they come with fighter jet, it is then we'll need another superior weapon that we'll use to counter them. That is the only way out. There is no other way out, but rather to put our resources, put it together so that we do something. We are giving them heat. How? Musa is crying in the sense that, no, if you watch it out, when our PM was just taken away, you see they were intensifying, pushing in. But when the heat begin to hit them harder, just now he's crying out again. Why? Because he's not going to have, there is no one that want to, the world power are not ready to support and give. Number one, they've lost it. The free money that used to come every year, they've lost it. Number two, even if they've stolen enough money, or probably they have a higher way that they depend on to use it as an exchange for whatever thing to trade out the arms deal. They are not going to have the favor of the so-called US now presently. Why? Because they know what is happening. And that is why they are just doing what they are leveraging another foundation so that they can be able to create a good name for themselves. That is why they call the counterpart of the African countries that can support them. That is why they involved the UN number 2, so that no, it should look as if no, something can be done. That is why Tinubu can be flying from one country to the other to say, I have to run. Okay, I want to test run something. May fly go US. Chairman, Pablo, go try. We just want to test run something. Try, may fly go US now. At least it's open now. It's open for any president of the world to make a visit if you have a good relationship with them. Make a way down, or even just say if you cannot go, send Shetimada. If you cannot, send Musa go now. May just go try first. Let's see whether you can return back. They know they will not want to fold their hand. If you go, you come back. We are too very sure of that. So we Biafran, we should be more conscious about what is on ground now. We have no other thing. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
We're hearing you. We are hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay. If there is anything that we should be thinking, it's nothing, no. It's what we know that we are doing. That which we know to do, we should do it more and do it better, because we are having results. Because we need to intensify the heat on them. They are coming, just as our leader said, they are coming. And even the so-called West, that they are supporting Ibushi, are they not the one that signed the same Fulani, Yoruba Fulani agreement? They sign an agreement. So now the evil that they are doing, what they are trying to hospitalize is not consuming them. Not is going to it's not consuming them. This is not Igogo. If it was Igogo, say the other guy that is fighting the Igbo, say he's trying to push away, Abi, before they send him to exile, before he's trying to making his way by dancing around all their elders now. Good and fine. What about Banla, the so-called 2 local government that is going off their hand now, before their very eye? That tells that there is, as far as North is concerned, North is gone. North is not the problem. North, in fact, 1 week is too much. If they want to run that North, 1 week is just too much. They will finish them within 1 week, because at least they have gotten how many states there. But we are talking of where their bottleneck is no other place but rather the Biafran. So that is where we are looking, and we are so very focused, and we understand what we are doing. We need to put more effort, because we might be little, but we are just the savior to them all. We might be very small that believe in what we are doing, but our effort is what want to save they want to save the ass of these foolish people that call themselves one Nigerialist, or rather, I don't believe in what you are doing. I don't even want to be one Nigerian, but I don't just want to be part of you people. Where are their saving grace? We should just focus. By the time we get to where we are going, we know everybody will answer their name. Everybody will answer everybody will answer his name. And it is then we can say, okay, to identify who is who, the DNA will be very essential. And there is no doubt about it. The DNA, down to 4th generation, we must be able to test it. It's very, very important. So, my people, we have been trying, and our effort is highly appreciated. And I want to plead with every one of us. Tomorrow is coming up again. As we are here, let's push our weight again as we are appearing on the space to that place where we know we can put our efforts together. You can do your own today, good and fine. You are waiting till tomorrow. Please, let's just be there to push the effort to encourage this man who has sacrificially present himself, our APM has presented himself to be what to he said if he to take his life, he's not going to give up. He's willing to do what he said. So we have God has been helping. God love Biafran so much. God has been helping us to always have a sheep. A shepherd. He has been helping us to always have a shepherd per time. So if God's hand is not involved in this journey, he has the shepherd is just being captured. There's nothing the sheep will be able to do. But we have a shepherd that's been able to, God has be with him to lead him to the right place. So what do we need? He said he need our support. For what? The lobbyists need support. We need to support them. With the BDF, we need to support them. So if we have understand these two channels, there is no more drama. We should just bring it out. Bring what we have out. We'll put it together. And before you know, one stick join stick. Before you know, the fire don't catch well now. The fire don't catch well. We are not okay now. Watch now. If we are to check the scores of BDF, they lost men than us. The Musa boys that has gone down, they are so numerous compared to BDF. So if we know that we are lacking men, we have men that want to do the job, but they are asking that our own beat is taking them far and taking them high. And we can see the result. Not that they are doing something that we are not seeing the result. We can see the result. So the protection we have in our land is far more than all these places that they have ravaged now, that they have conquered now. They have conquered them, not that they are going to conquer. They have conquered as far as Kwara State is concerned. They've conquered it. What is left again? The next place is their next agenda. I watched another video when I saw the whole village very quiet, very quiet. I said, Jesus, what is this? So what is that? The next target is the next village they'll be over visaging on. So we before it come to that extent of say, okay, now they are going to face Edo. And once they are able to capture them around in the west, the next target is Edo. Before they will say they are coming to Biafra. So should we allow them to even enter Edo before we know? I pity the Edo people that are slacking behind. I pity them a lot that they open their mouth to talk trash. I pity them if they cannot wake up at the dirty, very dark that they are talking trash. I pity them a lot because what is coming is going to consume them if they are not careful. It's going to destroy them completely if they didn't wake up. This is a fight for all. It's not a fight for a particular people. It concerns all of them. If actually life really means something to you. So please, I want to encourage every one of us. We are not going to be tired. We are here and we will stand to fight. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Toti, I sent you the co-host again. I didn't know you internet kicked you out. Thank you, Holland. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this before someone else will pick.
Justice Akpovi's decision, and I repeat, Justice Akpovi's decision to use a pre-election matter to attempt to void the supreme will of our people is very disappointing, and we will challenge it vigorously at the appeal court. And God's willing, we will claim the second victory given to us, for which they have one bullet in it out of 346, men of no shame, and they rush to court because they want to destroy the integrity of our judiciary. We, the Imo of today, have acquired a tag of a breeding ground for activities undermining democracy, electoral process, rule of law, and even daily waste of human life. People are being killed left, right, and center, and the organs harvested. Justice Akpovi's decision.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what is happening? He is saying that political parties waste lives of people in Imo State on a daily basis and their organs are harvested. I'm going to play again.
I repeat, Justice Akpovi's decision to use a pre-election matter to attempt to void the supreme will of our people is very disappointing, and we will challenge it vigorously at the appeal court. And God's willing, we will claim the second victory given to us, for which they have one polling unit out of 346, men of no shame, and they rush to court because they want to destroy the integrity of our judiciary. We, the Imo of today, have acquired a tag of a breeding ground for activities undermining democracy, electoral process, rule of law, and even daily waste of human life. People are being killed left, right, and center, and the organs harvested.
You see, I was listening to hear where he will mention our BDF. There is nothing like that. That was why I had to play this a video, or nice audio, because we can't see it. He did not mention our BDF, that they are the ones killing. He knows that it is Hope Uzodinjo that is killing people in Imo State and harvests the organs of Biafrans on a daily basis. So this one also have vindicated our BDF. Why am I making this statement? I'm making it to those that know how to use AI and rubbish themselves, thinking that they are accusing our BDF. They are professionals, and they are there to protect the lives of Biafrans. So, Biafrans, thank you so very much, because I've seen our information minister say we should connect, link up channels. That is his message. But our message in all that we are saying today is we should fund our liberation. We should fund our liberation. That is the most important thing. Our Ejema and Eje is very, very important. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Those of you that may not like your names to be mentioned, you can do it. Contact your admin and make your donation. Your names, if you want your names to be announced, fine. Excuse me. If you don't want, it will not be announced. As I said in the program of my Minister Betty in the morning, our sticks and granules can never fall down from heaven. You see, even the intelligence that we are using, our BDF are using, will not come for free from heaven. No. Without funding, no liberation army. There's no liberation army in history that has ever survived without funding. So funding is required. And we can see that they are using our money to kill us on a daily basis. So if we do not rise to fund our liberation, we are leaving our fate in the hands of our enemies. So please, my people, every Eje and Ejemba matters a lot. Because once you bring it to be channeled into this freedom, and always determine in your mind that you must buy 1 groundnut, at least 1 groundnut weekly for our defense to use. 1 groundnut. Please, my people, however small, come up, donate. No amount is too small and no amount is too big. Please, it's not about charity. This is what we've taken as ownership. Our freedom belongs to us. So when we fund this freedom, we're also funding our struggle. Yeah. So let's just have this slogan that Biafra is mine. And then, as I said in the morning, we'll continue to invest in Biafra. We know times are hard, as some of you may rightly say. I cannot give. You can give. You can give. You can give something. At least you are eating once a day. You can give something, I know. Please. You see what is happening? 16 communities gone in Kwara State. Why? Because they don't have BDF. You see, if they can even come together to be contributing money to rescue their people from the hands of kidnappers, how much more if someone go and give them this idea that they should have a strong defense to fight for them, they will contribute. But look at us. We don't value what we have. But I know that most Biafrans value their BDF. All they need to do is to, have this awareness that something is happening. I just saw a video now in Twitter how a boy from US went to Nigeria to go and check his land in estate, Imo Estate, Abi Greenville Estate or whatever they call it. And Fulani killed him there. That's the end. Said he went to visit his estate with the wife, a land he bought in the estate. Maybe he had the hopes of beginning to build his own house. But Fulani ascended him, a young man just lying down there in the pool of blood. That's the end of it. Fulani, how many will they kill? So we shouldn't let this happen, especially if you know that God has blessed you and you can contribute something to this freedom. It is your freedom. It is your Biafra. Okay? Don't leave it for one person. Yes. Don't leave it for one person. Liberation has never been won by one person. I've never heard it before. It's always won collectively when we have one goal and one mind. So wherever you are, whether you're in diaspora, whether you're in the homeland, this is our responsibility. Yes, so this is our responsibility to beat hand on our chest and say we can do it. Only prayers alone will not work. Don't wait for miracles to happen. It will not happen. You have to do something. God has put something in your hand. I told my sister in her program, Minister Betty, yes, this is not the time to say, oh, God, come down and manifest your power. Oh, Lord, come down and manifest your power. There is no power because God has given you the power in your hands. He has blessed you with a J and a Gemma. That is why there is no cap on the amount of money that you can donate so that you will not say tomorrow they did not want me to donate. Anything you have, bring it. Power will not fall. The power is in your hands. Don't wait for miracle. Don't do only prayer. Moses carried stick in his hand. That same stick he used to perform miracle. As I said in my sister's program this morning, when he was at the Red Sea, he was calling God, help me. God said, what is in your hand? Why are you calling me? I have equipped you enough. I have trained you enough. Why are you calling me? This is the time to apply what I taught you. Is it not that same stuff you use in doing miracles in Egypt? So why do you have doubt that it cannot work here? That is the same thing God will tell you. Why are you calling God? God help us. Oh Lord, come down and manifest power. Where? Which power? Who power help? When you have the J in your account, you have the J in your wallet, you don't want to bring it out. You are just waiting to see, will Ogenkere succeed our APM? Oh, let's see, will our PM come out? You are just sitting on the fence. The fence will collapse. It's almost collapsing. Where will you fall? Come and do investment. Come and do investment. The best investment, and Minister Bet, is the best investment you can ever do is in this Biafra with your IOU. If you give us 10,000 a gemma, you will get 20,000 a gemma, double. You see? So your money is not lost. This is not the Biafra on in the olden days. You say nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Something is happening. You can see the extent that APM has got. Even our BDF. You can hear the woto. Don't expect them to bring everything for you to see. They are fighting. With the little we are able to gather. So how much more if you add your own? What do you think they will do? We can end this fight. Now look at how many we are in this space. Will we see this number tomorrow in fundraising? We hope so. Our ministers know used to count the number of people that listen to our spaces. And then if we calculate, multiply that by one even 10 a gemma, how much will it be? You just log in, you listen. Then you are not contributing anything to our freedom and to your freedom. Please, my people, we need this AJ and a gemma. Nobody will fight this fight for us. Please, let's channel our energy, let's channel our strength into this liberation engine house, because no one will do it. Please, my people. So I don't know if anybody, if our minister is ready with the program. MID, are you there? You're on speaker. Do you want to say anything before I call it a day? Because we have to go and join our information minister. 1 million, are you there? Do you want to say anything? Can you hear me? Oh my God. Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Yes,
Yes, I'm hearing you.
yes, I
Yes,
can
yes,
hear
yes.
you.
I can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I was asking. Do you have,
Yeah, you are rounding off, right? Because our information minister is live, right?
I don't know if you have
You have to
started.
join
I
him.
wanted to round up, so that was why I was asking if you have anything to say before.
Uh, it's just that because of where I am now, but there's no problem since we are rounding up. The only thing I will say is I would only like to talk to my people. So I just want our people to be at alert and to be, to always be attentive, and avoid deceit, propaganda, and whatever that the zoo are are bringing. The only focus that we really need to do now is to focus on how to assist our government, because this is the only where our hopes now lies on. Any other thing that any individual of us might be planning or might be doing out of this government, you are not helping the situation. Instead, you are worsening the situation. So this is the time for each and every one of us to put sentiment aside, put our differences aside, and come together and support this government under the Biafran government in exile, which is the BRGIE, piloted by our acting Prime Minister Mazi Ogechukwukere. So, and let's come together and do the needful as the zoo is already sinking. So we should not relent. We should not take any chances. So this is the time for us to increase and intensify whatever that we have been doing, so that we will be able to achieve and get that result that we seek. Thank you very much. I'll leave the mic from here. God bless us.
Thank you so much. 1 million. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much, Minister Betty. Are you?
Yes,
Do you want to say anything before I end the space?
that's fine. Let's join our Minister of Information. Thank you so much. You've all been wonderful. I love you all, and let's keep it going. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mama of the house. My co-host Holland, I don't know if you are still there.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma. I want to appreciate every one of us that has made it down to the space. I want to appreciate your resilience, and I want to thank you very much for your commitment. You all are wonderful. Without you, we can't be here. We can't speak to ourselves in two or in three in number. But no, it's always amazing each time when we find someone hosting and we quickly give support. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. And please, at any given time, once we make our number to the space, always, just as we are going to the space of our Minister of Information, let's make sure that we share the space so that no way, this only way, no one will do it for us, we do it by ourselves. And I want to assure you, every one of us will, by the grace of God, we will make it down. We will rejoice. And thank you very much. I make my submission to say thank you, our host. Sister Toti, thank you for the opportunity given to me. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much, my co-host Holland. You did amazingly great today. And thank you so much, my co-host Toti. I know internet kicked you out. Thank you all Biafrans that spoke today. Thank you our listeners. Thank you our international listeners. Thank you our cabinet members that were here. We recognize all of you. We say may God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you our BDF back home who are still there fighting, battling with mosquitoes inside the bushes. May God continue to protect each and every one of you from the eyes of the terrorist Fulani boys that Musa have sent to come. As they are coming, we have collectively agreed that you should give them woto woto. Make sure none of them escape. Hold them. Make sure they don't escape. I also thank each and every one of you that will be there in the fundraising, even those that have started donating. May God continue to fill your pockets. Yes, so whatever you lay your hands upon, you shall make it. God bless us all. So I will end this space here. Thank you so much. Let's transit and join our information minister. Good night. Oh, not good night. See you in the next program.